And welcome back. It was a lot longer for us than it was for you.
You don't know that.
No, that's a very good point.
They may have had to wait weeks.
Time
Or
is an
centuries.
illusion.
Time is
Millennia.
soup.
Lunchtime doubly so.
Well, when you're in the void, what is time anyway?
Nobody really knows because they're in the
Primordial
void.
soup.
I love soup time.
Wait,
Soup
you know how to
toast.
make that?
Yes.
Wait, you or Slade?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, damn, yeah. No, I should have seen that coming. Well, when we last left our heroes, they had just in time reached their destination and unknowingly encountered an absolutely desolate expanse of downtown Carter with a relatively unlit tree, not a soul in sight.
I would have preferred a desolate expanse of Todd Carter.
Most people would. What do you
We
do?
almost had that. You had to stop me.
Nobody would have found the body. They would have found the body. It would have been
Not the
really
owlbears had taken care of it.
But how many legs did it have?
It's a question we all wrestle with on a daily basis.
Well, before the break, I had asked you if there were lights on in the houses nearby.
Yeah, lights are on. Everything seems
Cars
to.
are there.
Cars are there. Yeah.
People.
You still smell like roasting chestnuts on the barbecue that Roger has out every year.
Do I know anybody, like a family nearby, that I could just go knock on their door?
Roll me a d6.
1d6.
Roll above a 3, and the answer is yes.
It is a 3.
It is a 3. Well, they're not nearby, but they're close enough. Couple
I
blocks.
would ask everybody else. Know anybody nearby? Like, should we knock on the door, see where everybody is?
Yeah, hold on one sec. I'm going to walk over to where the chestnuts are and grab a stack and just start eating them.
Yeah, there's a paper bag right there. Just
Right.
shovel them on. Okay, cool. Please add to your backpack bag of roasted chestnuts. Delicious. Roger seasons them. They're really tasty. Yeah.
Are there like some, like, one of those, like, not like a grill fork, those long forks? Is there one of those nearby?
There's probably one nearby. Yeah, sure.
Pick that up.
You have a skewer. Congratulations. I'm very proud and very
Is
curious.
Roger's house nearby.
No, he lives
Okay.
out
So
there.
he just carts this down here every year.
Yeah.
Are there businesses nearby?
Oh yes, you are in downtown. Like
Okay.
there's the bar on the corner. There's just
I'm gonna
shops.
go into the like.
Into the bar.
No,
You do hear music from the bar.
I would actually probably head that way because I
I
would
would too.
assume, yeah, we would both assume that like Christmas Eve, yeah, the's gonna be somebody depressed in the bar.
Oh, no, I'm just going to the bar because everybody's
Nobody's
gone.
there.
So I can get a drink.
I assume that there would. I want to find a person because this is weird.
Yeah.
I would assume there'd be somebody in the bar.
I'm
There's
assuming.
always somebody in the bar.
I am solidly assuming that everybody just ducked inside because of the weird weather, and we could easily find a person. If they head to the bar, I'm gonna head towards like what other like businesses are
One other
nearby.
restaurant.
Oh,
that-
there's like diner.
Yeah.
There's like
I will
calendar
take
store.
my sister to the diner.
Yeah.
okay. You go into the diner named Bo's and just empty. There are plates of food on the table. Some of them half eaten.
I holler, "Hello? Hello?"
This is weird.
The diner stares back.
I am going to just sit right here, and I'm gonna go and like push the door to the kitchen open.
How do you feel about breakfast foods, Tiffany?
Love breakfast.
Well, you are sat at a table where somebody has ordered a full stack of pancakes, bacon and eggs, toast,
She'll
hash
start
browns.
chowing.
It is completely untouched and it is all yours. Nobody in the back.
Hello?
The griddle's on. There's some food that's starting to burn.
I'm going to scrape the food off so it doesn't burn.
Add one
Turning.
breakfast to your backpack.
I'm just turning it off because I'm just like, oh God, like the last thing we need is also a fire. I'm just going to turn that off.
You do so.
I assume I walked back out to just see you
I'm
chowing.
just shoving pancakes in my mouth as fast as possible.
Oh my God, they're tasty. They're
You can-
so tasty, and they're still warm.
Can't fault you for that. Surprised you can stomach eating right now.
Hey,
look at the
I
plate
just
and
liked a lot.
And I also pull some toast off of one of the plates nearby.
It's nicely buttered.
Come on, let's go find the others. This is too weird. It's too
She
weird.
grabs a handful of bacon on the way out.
Pocket bacon.
The two of you gentlemen, you are at the bar. You're hearing the last strains of Jingle Bell Rock right now.
Assuming there's no one there.
There's not a damn soul in sight.
I go right behind the bar, start looking at the different things, grab a bottle at random,
Okay.
pop the top.
Do I know?
want some?
I will accept that somewhat hesitantly, but do I know like who's the owner, who's the bartender, who's like always here? This is a small town. I must know who runs the bar.
Yeah, Tina's in charge of the bar.
Tina?
Yep.
I'm just gonna Tina. Tina!
Come get
She's
some
calling,
ham.
man.
Yeah,
It's
there's
weird, man. It's weird.
I told you.
I mean, yeah.
I told you.
Well, you said it was gonna be 2 days.
So my time was a little bit off.
All right. So, like, what else do you know? Like, is this what's supposed to happen?
Thanks again for joining us this evening here in beautiful Carter, Colorado.
Wait, where's he?
This is John Tucker at WIPP. This is coming over on the radio.
Where's he broadcast from? Or
We're
is that
coming up
recorded?
on 8 o'clock, so the tree lighting should be getting underway shortly. I'm headed that way myself in a moment. Make sure to save some of Rhonda's special cocoa for me. Carla Banks will be coming on in just a second to take you all the way through to Christmas morning.
What time did you say it was?
Almost 8.
I thought you said 9 o'clock for a second.
So until next time, have a warm and wonderful holiday season. However you choose to celebrate, hold your loved ones close, throw another log on the fire, pour some hot cider, and enjoy the holidays. I'm signing off. And here to help me with that is our very own Carter High School Wolverines Choir with Silent Night. Happy holidays.
Oh, crap. I'm singing on this.
It's not bad.
I just don't want to hear it.
I assume at this point I was headed back to go find them again. We would probably walk in about this time.
Pop a
Yeah.
quarter in the jukebox and put on, like, some Aussie for you.
Thank you.
Yep. So you enter just as the Wolverines Choir with Silent Night. Happy holidays.
I see you with a bottle behind the bar, and I assume no one is here. Didn't find anybody here?
Nah, not even Tina.
I'll pour you a shot and kind of scoot it over towards you.
What is it?
It's brown.
Light brown or dark brown?
Yeah,
Sort of a medium brown.
I smell it.
It smells like hot acid.
I put it down.
It's not bad whiskey. It's just fine.
Yeah, but there's
Oh, I'm telling
there are
him
levels
that.
of drinking. And Gabe and I have discussed this. Gabriel and I have discussed this on multiple occasions. Of like, there's levels of drinking. It's like, does whiskey still taste like burning to you? That's where she's at. She's probably had some kind of schnapps before.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, you got some
And
peach
maybe,
schnapps,
like,
peppermint schnapps.
Like
You've-
at
Mulled
Christmas,
Yeah.
maybe at one party, one time. And that's about it. So I just set it down and go.
There was that weird time that you went over to the Seder dinner with your Jewish family friends, and like the Manischewitz got mixed in there. With the,
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I just
It's worse
I
when
just,
you're not expecting it.
hashtag real life.
I just set it back down and I go, thanks anyway.
You want something a little lighter? And I'll start like looking. Grab a thing of rum off one of the shelves and here, try that one instead.
I mean, Slade, like, not that I'm not having a good time, but what else? If you say you're right, what else is supposed to happen now?
Well, probably century of darkness, cold.
I thought there was supposed to be the end of the century.
end of it.
Yeah, what she said.
Do you see anybody here? Was there not a wall of isolation?
But
Was it not cold?
what, why are we still here?
Because we were outside of the town's boundaries when it hit. The town is isolated. We are not.
Or are we isolated from everybody
Everybody
else?
Maybe.
Well,
we were stuck in
heard,
it when
we
everybody
heard the
else
radio
was on it.
guy, though.
And Tuck.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Wait,
it's just
the
us and
radio
him.
was on?
Us, yeah, like
Yeah.
we just heard Tuck like announcing that he was coming down to the Christmas tree lighting.
Does anybody know where he...
Would
Would
we
I mean,
know where the radio
I would
station broadcasts
be the
out
most
of?
likely, probably, with my fascination with music.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can see the radio tower from
Oh.
many points in town. You can just like, oh, it's out there. You have a map.
I lay the map out on the bar, and I also smell the rum. Is it flavored or is it just basic ass rum?
It's not bad rum, actually. Like,
I would
it smells
top shelf.
sweet.
Okay,
It smells like on the street.
I'm willing to take a sip of this. As
Okay,
we lay down the
roll,
map.
roll me a brawn, please.
Okay.
You want a 4?
No.
What did you get?
With my +1, that's a 2.
She's drunk.
I kind of take a sip of it and I go,
Yep.
spit, take it out to the side and go, and I try to just pretend like it didn't happen.
So you have like it got a little further than you expected before your body rejected it, and now you've got like that hot. Yeah. As you talk, it's coming. There's the radio station.
And I just point, I cough and I point where the radio station is on the map.
At that point, I'll hand the bottle to Tiffany.
Is
Is it inside
I take
of
the
town?
bottle away from Tiffany.
it's a bit of a ways. It's probably about 5 miles out because you got to go up a little elevation so it can cast outside of the rim of hills.
So it's
and
like right on
mountains.
the edge of town.
Right. Yeah, it's almost around the distance from as old Giselle's.
Oh man,
Okay.
that's a pretty long way.
So
why
there's
don't
either
you-
that or Giselle, because Giselle was also outside. I mean,
Why don't anybody who's trying to think through the problem roll me a brain check? Go for a 5.
Oh, brain?
Brain.
Not. I can't use.
Is it a
I can't
plant?
use fleet.
You cannot use flight. Huh?
Is this planned or is it?
This is just no, it's not planned.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 6.
y'all did better than
Really?
me. I got a 4.
2. On a D12.
I got a 4 on a D20.
6
so.
out of
Okay.
8.
Phone.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
yeah.
Oh shit, man! I'm gonna just hop over the bar. I probably saw it in a movie, and like, there's definitely a phone back there. Someone just rummaging around. I guess my first thought, I'm gonna call my house. No
Ring.
answer.
Yep.
Anybody else? Like, wait, hold on. Actually, never mind. I definitely know the phone number for the radio station.
Oh, yes,
If
you
I
do.
can call
Oh,
in,
yeah.
like,
Yes.
win a prize. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Call the radio station.
Ring. Ring.
Pick up.
Ring.
Pick up. God damn it, pick up.
Ring. WIPP. This is Tuck.
Tuck, you still there?
Oh, you got me. Sorry, tonight's program was pre-recorded.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be well. If you're down at the tree lighting ceremony, find me. I'll shake your hand. Happy holiday.
To hang up on the fucking message.
Is there a phone book?
I tell them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say my next impulse would be call Giselle.
Giselle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hand over the phone.
You do not find a phone number for old Giselle.
Do I have relatives somewhere outside of town? Any of us? Anybody got family in like another state, another city?
Yeah,
Place?
all of you will have family
You know their,
somewhere
you
not
know their
here.
number?
We could call Grandma in Denver.
Yeah. And I just reach for the phone.
Yep.
I call Grandma in Denver.
You punch in the number, and there is silence on the line.
I immediately look to Slade, and I hold the phone, which is silent.
Told you.
I
Betcha it was Giselle.
hang up the phone.
And you
okay.
all thought I was crazy.
Never said
Okay, didn't think you were crazy. Just was trying to keep appropriate conversation in appropriate company. I mean, we talked about this as a bookstore. I have to admit I didn't think you were right.
Should we check the bookstore?
Okay.
Because if it's not Giselle, it's Lavinia.
that. Wait, who?
What is Lydia? What?
Tell
The
him.
witch.
Just tell him.
The witch.
What bookstore are you talking about? Like the library?
No,
No.
there's a bookstore. There's a weird old, like, you know that house up over on that hill?
Yeah. I think I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah. It's a bookstore.
Oh, weird.
There's definitely no signage. Like, you've been on that street, and it's just a house. It's hanging out kind of on its own.
So what, you want to go, like, do they have, like, weird books on, like, this curse
They've got all kinds of
Like
stuff.
magic
They have
books?
everything from like normal stuff all
where
the
do you
way to
think
like
I got
weird.
This?
Oh God.
He pulls out.
The Necronomicon.
I try to take another sip of that rum.
What does the exterior of the book look like?
It's just like a black paperback that's got
Okay.
this really elaborate looking pentacle on
It's
it.
not like bound in leather with an
Oh,
eye or
no,
anything.
no.
You hear a loud, wet cough, and now the front of the book is covered in rum.
Sorry. And I go back behind the bar and I find the soda gun. Which doesn't exist.
Yep.
And then I pull a bottle of like some flavor of schnapps. It's back there.
Peach or peppermint?
I'm gonna go with peach because I'm drinking this straight. So.
Like, so this is just isolation? Is like, are there supposed to be, like, what about like bear? You were asking like how many legs the bear have.
Well, yeah, because it may not have been a bear. It may have been a Nofcat.
Do you think there's shit like that still in town now?
Oh, probably. I mean, now that we're isolated, it's a prime target, man.
I'm gonna
We're
start-
going to
Okay,
have
so-
all kinds of
I'm gonna start
monsters in
rummaging
here.
around under the bar because usually there's like some self-defense shit.
Tiffany is starting to look a little peaked.
I assume there is a hardware store nearby.
There is a hardware store nearby.
May I suggest the hardware store?
I'm looking for like a bat.
There is a
crowbar,
bat.
shotgun. Yeah.
Yes, you have a bat.
All right.
Old slugger. Old Louisville slugger.
Right.
It's got some dings in it.
I'm gonna pick that up and pull that skewer that I grabbed off the grill. Look around at the three of you. I'm gonna give it to Tiffany.
I look a little offended and then I think about it and I'm not offended.
So we should maybe see if we can find like some cast iron or something. Because
I mean-
like cold iron.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, first
Maybe
off,
some silver too. We melt it down and make weapons.
are we
don't know, we
really
have
talking
time
about
for
like
that. I mean-
melting and forging metal right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, like,
we
one
can
thing at a
probably go
time.
to the hardware store. The hardware store has like some kitchen stuff in it.
Yeah.
We can go there. They probably have cast iron pans and other things. Axes, rakes, shovels, I don't know.
And then we go to the jewelry store. We grab some silver.
I don't know. This
So
is
what
the
are
time
we-
for like looting.
We're not looting. We're being prepared.
But for what?
Yes.
Should we go back to Giselle's?
Not if she's the one that caused this.
She was super. She gave us cookies.
I mean, she kinda likes
She's
her.
super nice. I go there every year.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted
Because
to go to
that's
the-
how you lure everyone into a false sense of security.
I thought you
I
wanted-
pull
No
one of
one-
the cookies out of my bag and I eat it and I go, I guess you're right. I feel better. And I eat one of the cookies and I take a swig of the peach schnapps.
I feel like we were just at Giselle's. I feel like we should look around in town more. Like, I mean, you want to go to the bookstore? Like, that sounds as
Yeah.
good as anything.
Because I'm telling you, the Grizzled Witch, it's either Giselle or it's Lavinia.
Okay, so do we need to like fight her?
I don't know.
You're supposed to know these things. You act like a know-it-all anyway.
I grab Tiffany and I start walking towards the hardware store.
So, yeah, we either have to try and convince her to end the curse somehow.
Are you walking out of the bar with them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm following.
I guess I'm going to.
You have a bat.
Yeah.
You have a bottle of peach schnapps, Nikki, just open at your side, and you have a little sister.
Munching on bacon.
Eating your
Yeah,
adversity.
if convincing her doesn't work, we might need to kill her, but I'm worried
Okay,
that might make
I
the
did.
curse-
No, we're not killing anybody. Unless we like super have to.
Yeah, well, no. I'm last resort, but it needs to be on the list.
I think we should. Yeah, okay. We should just like find people. There's got to be. We can't be the only people.
What does isolation mean?
We're all together.
But like, we can't even make a phone call out. But we were outside the town, and now we're inside. Like, you can go in, but not out.
That's what I'm thinking. Is like
Yeah.
maybe we can get out. Maybe going back to like Giselle's might be a good idea. I don't know.
So, like, the whole town is probably in like another dimension right now. Like, all the people are probably in like a shadow version of this town. They may not even know it.
I'm giving
man,
you
that's
panic
weird.
eyes, and I take a swig of cookies.
Tiffany is very confused, and she just sits down in the
Gonna be
middle
okay.
of the sidewalk.
I am doing the like drag up the little kid like arm, and we're going to the hardware store.
Would you like to roll a fight or a brawn?
I'm going with brawn. 'Cause it's not. I'm not really trying to fight her. I'm trying to yank her up.
Tiffany, are you resisting?
Yeah.
All right, brawn it up.
Okay, that was an 8 on my D8.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
Followed by a 6 with my +1, so 8, 9, 15.
Yeah, I lose.
Yeah.
Not the first time I've done this.
Nikki, would you like to demonstrate or to describe in detail what happens?
Where she is pulling down, I know that I've done this before. She's smaller than me currently, at least currently still. For all that she is much more athletic than me, she's still smaller for now. And so I just kind of beast her up with the like a little bit of like just freaking out plus slightly buzzed strength of just like I just lift her entirely and I go feet down.
Plop.
You reach the hardware store.
I take it no one I am
Oh,
just
yeah.
going straight in.
Open, empty.
Lights on, no one's home kind of situation.
Absolutely. You hear the very last strains of Silent Night, which should have happened a while ago, but we'll pretend it was a really long version. And the radio turns to static.
Okay, that's even worse. I didn't think it could get worse, but it just got worse. That means like what does that mean?
that was broadcasting from like the edge of town.
It was pre-recorded though. I mean, shouldn't it have like kept going if it was pre-recorded?
I mean that like
Unless that tape ended.
Unless that
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say like that blizzard, that was like headed towards town.
Yeah, it may have knocked out what was left, and so what we got was part of the pre-recording up to where the curse took effect, and then any bit of the pre-recording that would play after the curse took effect is gone. So right now we're in curse time on the radio, so it's just going to be static.
Wait, where did the curse like where the curse took effect? Like where did it happen?
You saw the wall of snow.
Like it happened like way outside of town, or did it happen in town? I don't
You
know
were
if-
there as well
No,
as I
I'm talking
was.
about like the original curse, like 100 years ago.
Oh. Yeah, no, I think this is the original curse.
Yeah, but like you said, like where it happened, like where was the witch? Where did the whole thing happen?
Up by the mines.
Oh, the mines. Oh man. Okay.
How
Okay.
close is the bookstore to the mines, and how close is Giselle to the mines?
So Giselle is out east about 6 miles. The bookstore is not that far away. It's like 9 blocks, something like that. It's out by the high school. And then the mines are about 5 miles north. So in fairly different directions.
Okay.
The house is basically where you are in the grand scheme of things. I'm sorry, and by the house I mean the bookshop.
bookstore. Yeah.
And which direction was the radio station? The radio tower?
It's like northwest.
Okay.
All right, let's get some weapons while
I
we're
cork
here.
the schnapps. I put it in my backpack, and I look around, and I look at you at Slade, and I look at like the wall of like rakes and shovels and axes and like all of the average things that would be in a hardware store. And I look back at Slade.
So first, I'll see if I can find the cast iron.
There are plenty of like fireplace sets, that kind of stuff.
I'll look for like a fire poker,
You got it.
and I'll hand it to Tiffany.
It's definitely better than the
Upgrade from
chestnut
barbecue
skewer.
I'll still hold on to both.
Then I'll look for like a frying pan.
Yeah, you can find them.
I'll hand it to you.
Holy bejesus, is it heavy? It is like, a cast iron frying
I
pan.
look for a smaller one.
Sensible of you. Well done. Yes. It's much lighter. It's still very heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go grab a chainsaw for myself.
I'm gonna put this small cast iron in my backpack, and I'm going to find an axe.
Yes.
I'm just gonna clutch this bat. I'm like, if it's good enough for Tina, it's good enough for me.
A chainsaw, you say?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Cool. You have a chainsaw. Welcome to Chainsaw Town.
Do you know how to use it?
Oh, not at all.
I'm gonna find a can of silver spray paint and just be like, is this useful?
No.
Fuck. I'm gonna toss it in my backpack.
Please add the things that you've pilfered from this establishment to your backpacks. Oh my god. This is very different from the test game. All in beautiful ways. Every game is a beautiful way. And next.
I guess
I'm
Jewelry
like
store.
clutching.
Jewelry store.
Are there? I know some hardware stores have like a snack aisle by the front.
Oh, for sure.
I'm just gonna grab everything I can and throw it in my bag.
yeah, that's a
Good
call.
thinking. Good thinking.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I go over and I rather than also doing it, I just encourage you to take the rest of it.
Here's a
Don't know when we're gonna be
payday,
able to eat again.
whatchamacallit.
No, you're not wrong.
You got
At
the old
least there's
Butterfingers,
diner.
the ones that stick in your teeth real
Yeah.
good. Yep.
Last thought in my head is fire. We should have fire. I'm gonna find.
There's like a
some
case of
yeah.
lighters.
Well, I'm grabbing some of the propane.
I was
Because
gonna
I
say
need
like,
some
like,
for the
like a small
chainsaw.
propane torch or something.
I just grab a lighter.
The propane won't do it. You'll need gasoline for this one.
But I grabbed the propane.
Fair
thinking
enough.
it would
Very
be
well.
Propane.
And everything ends in destruction.
Nope, I'm good with my propane torch. All right, I feel satisfied. My backpack's a little heavy now, but that's okay.
I just want to throw a shambling mob of zombies at you so you can enjoy what you've done to yourself.
Kind of what's in James's head is like, there's some kind of weird shit out here. Whatever you said earlier.
Yeah, I'm sure having me
bears.
around is
Like I don't know.
I'm just going bear, not bear. Bear, not bear. This is bad. Bear, not bear. I don't know. I don't know.
So if you see a six-legged bear, it's too late. We're all dead.
That's not encouraging right now.
Yeah, well, it's the truth. I mean, those things are vicious and smarter than
but
we are.
We don't.
And they know magic.
What?
Magic isn't
Magic?
real.
Well, I mean, I guess we're in the middle of a crisis.
Okay. Bookstore.
Bookstore.
Bookstore. Bookstore.
Oh, and I'll actually, in my Necronomicon, turn to a page on the Nothcat. Yeah, so if you see one of these,
Can you please spell that?
GNOPH space KEPH, I think.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
K-E-P. Yeah, something like that.
Accepted.
I never would have got there on my own.
The fact that it started with a G, I was already wrong.
I was like, oh,
exactly.
nope, I'm off. So
I love
you
that we all keep
gonna
picking up the
detach
chocolate coins because we all want to eat the chocolate coins, but we can't eat the chocolate coins until we get them. Yeah.
That's why I'm fiddling with the
Yeah.
foil from the
I
last
just want
one.
to call attention to the fact that all of us at some point have picked up the coin and played with it.
I'm
Can
gonna
I
detach my bike from the sled?
Yes, you
Yes.
easily may.
Slide,
yeah.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
This doesn't seem relevant anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be easier to carry some of these items, but not necessarily. A chainsaw might be difficult to carry on a bike.
I'm gonna snap off a piece of balsa wood though. That's flammable. It's good kindling.
Oh, I was going wooden stake. Vampires.
What would you feel would be the most appropriate role for I am trying to bike a two-wheeled thing in the snow carrying a 12-pound unwieldy chainsaw and a propane tank?
And how
Or would
big
you
of a
like me to
propane-
just
are we
say that
talking
you
about
can't?
Small propane tank, or like, I assume we're talking like small
We're talking
like the kitchen size
torch,
ones that are
yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, like the
torch
cooker.
size.
I
That
would
one
say
can fit in your
brawn.
bag. Yeah, okay. All right, well, roll me a brawn. You need a 6.
9.
9? You shock yourself. This feels righter than it should.
I've planned for this my whole life.
This is your moment.
Yeah.
I just imagine that the 4 of you are biking along and the 3 of you just kind of like look to the side as you realize that he's humming Flight of the Valkyries.
All right, to the bookstore.
You encounter nothing on your way to the bookstore, only cold, dead, weird, awful silence in the middle of what should be a populated, bustling area.
Awesome. Except not. Bookstore. I push the door open to the bookstore.
It is locked.
Okay. I knock on the door of the bookstore.
Lights are out. There's no response.
I look at the rest of you.
Try the back.
I'm going to start walking around to the back. Whatever you decide to do is up to you.
I'm gonna look for a hide a key.
Give me a brain. You need an 8.
Give me a brain.
If I only
No.
had a- oh, don't have a brain.
I'm headed around to the back.
If only I had a brain.
You reach the back, unless anybody stops you for any particular reason. Back door's locked too.
Okay. I come back around and go, locked up.
Tiffany's just banging on the window. Hey!
It's a window, and there's no response at all.
Use your poker. That's
You just want to break in?
yes.
I mean, we should at least like maybe break in the back door.
That's what I mean. Is let's pry the back door open.
Okay.
Okay. I have no better ideas.
Okay. I'll go around and start figuring out how to do this.
I take the poker away from you and I try and pry the back door open.
Do it!
Okay, fine. And I hand it back.
Give me a brawn.
Wait, do I get an adversity?
Oh, yes, you do. I
token?
was just, thank you.
2.
Okay, yeah, nope. But you do badly damage the door.
Oh, great. Defeated, she hands it back over.
There are glass panels in the door.
Oh,
I go, I promise I'll work this off, and I break the window, and I do the scrape along the sides, and I reach in and I unlock the door.
You have access to Lavinia's, the rabbit hole.
I go, hello? Hello?
Eerie, creepy, nothing silence.
Oh, Okay, no one here. Anybody got a better idea? Are we going inside?
We're going
Why
inside.
did we not get flashlights from the
Flashlights are on your
flashlights on our
bikes.
bike.
Well, I guess on our bike. Yeah, I guess we can take them off.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would at this point go get
take
that.
a flashlight off the bike.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah.
Having been here before, I assume we would know where light switches are. Me and
Yep.
Slade.
Lights
Yeah.
are on.
Okay. Well, so
We should do some research.
Does it normally look like this?
Totally.
it looks normal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does she like live here? Should we check upstairs?
I mean, we
Is there an
can.
upstairs? Is there a basement?
There's definitely an upstairs.
I'm
there
gonna
might
just
be a basement.
Start opening.
Oh, there's definitely
There's
a
definitely
basement.
a
I'm just
That's
start
where
opening
the
That's where all the weird books
forbidden codes are.
Nice.
Like I don't know my way around. I'm just opening doors, like looking for anyone. Or anything
You found a bathroom. You found a pantry. There's a fully functional kitchen. Somebody lives here.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a back of the house kind of. There's steps down from the back landing where you all entered forcibly by damaging personal property. And
I'll work it off later.
there's a stairwell kind of in the middle of the house, and then the front sort of whole what would be a foyer and would be a dining room and would be a living room. Like all of that is just like books and shelves and like weird pillars of shelves. It's just like crammed in this almost hoarder kind of fashion, but with a sense that you, Slade, you definitely understand. You're like, I know the Dewey Decimal System here,
Yeah.
and it only exists here.
Oh yeah, we both are familiar.
Yes,
with
you
this
as well.
place.
Yeah,
Like
we're
you
all
don't
both.
innately understand. You
Yeah.
have to like kind of look at it, and then you're like, okay, now I get it, and then you can navigate. But you're just like there.
Stairwell going up or down or both?
I'm going down.
So the basement room, you know which door it is. That one is also locked.
I guess I'll go up in the meantime.
Yeah. So you going up find.
I'm just checking every room.
Yep, there's a little study up there with just a desk, like fairly normal looking books. Definitely a closet with a bunch of old grandma mothball, like warm winter gear. There's a bedroom, nobody in it. It's all
There's
dark.
no like outlines of people or clothes lying around. Like they weren't raptured or anything.
Nothing that you see like that, no.
Okay.
So you got this door.
Gonna try and break it open.
Okay, give me a brawn. You need a 7. Are you trying to use any tools to assist you?
Chainsaw.
Well, I don't have gas for the chainsaw yet.
But you use it brute force.
And break the chainsaw.
Nikki, didn't you say that you had an axe?
Oh yeah.
Here's
totally-
Nikki.
I look at you, and I hand you the axe,
All right.
and I move far away.
All right.
You just hear a holler of nobody upstairs.
And you hear the hacking of wood.
Crack, crack, crack.
You okay down there?
You hear laughter.
Trying to get down to the basement. Don't mind him.
Best day ever.
Tiffany, how you doing?
You're weird.
Yeah, we've established that.
Are you up to
I
anything?
pull
gonna
you.
start-
I pull you further away, and I just go. He's not all bad. It's fine.
Can I help him?
Just hit the door somewhere.
Yeah, I would. He's wielding that a little. And I hand you back your poker.
Okay.
James, you were right back downstairs. You've done a thorough search upstairs, unless you're looking for something specific. Then, yeah.
No.
Okay. You have shattered the door into splinters.
Excellent.
Is there a radio anywhere in the first floor that I can see?
Yeah, you can find
I
one.
just want to turn it on and flip through the AM, FM stations.
Yeah.
Anything.
There is the one station that plays Stairway on loop forever. You do have Stairway to Heaven available.
Do I know where this broadcasts from?
No.
This is one of those like pirate radio stations, some dude's basement kind of situation.
Yes.
Well, I'm just gonna like hook that to a loop on my backpack. Low, not loud.
All right. You've got Stairway to Heaven with you now.
More importantly, I have a radio.
Yes. You have a pull switch light right in front of you.
Yeah.
And wooden stairs going down into pitch blackness.
I reach out to take my axe back.
You want to go first?
Not really. You're
I'll go
down here a
first,
lot more than
and
me.
she just Tiffany just goes.
I was going to say you're down here a lot more than me, Slade, but apparently, and she's just rushed. Tiffany's just rushed down.
So, Tiffany, I will remind you that your grit is a D4.
Yeah.
So you are
Fair.
doing this, and about 7 steps down, when you've gone through the pool of light and reach the miserable blackness, the pit of your stomach just drops, and it feels cold. It feels like death down here. It feels like frozen isolation, and that phrase just starts spinning in your head on a loop.
I assume we can see her down
Yeah.
at just past the pool of light.
Yep, she was like, I got this. Clunk, 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 clunk.
I'm going to look at Slade and look down there and look back at Slade.
Yeah, that's normal.
She just takes one step back up.
You're down there a lot more than me.
Yeah, I'll turn on the flashlight and start walking down.
All right. You head on down the creaky, rickety ass staircase.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep. It is not terribly surprising that you're able to overcome the deep, deep terror that's filling up your entire soul from toes up to neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is home.
Yeah. You head on down. There's a washing machine. There's cracked cement floor. There's some an old armoire. There's a trunk. It's just kind of empty down here.
I assume a couple shelves of some more books and shit
Yeah, the books are not on shelves, but they're in
stacked up.
yeah, they're stacked up and they're wrapped in plastic.
And chains.
And chains. And blood sigils, yeah.
Yeah.
The standard stuff.
Yeah.
Normal granny stuff.
And yeah, I'm going to start looking for some of the weirder occult books that I wouldn't normally be able to browse through.
All right, give me a brains, and you will need a 5.
All right. Let's see. Can I say that I'm prepared? Or actually, I can just spend the coin, right?
Yes. Well, what did you roll?
A 4.
A 4. Yes, I'll take your 5. I'll take your coin, please. I mean,
Oh,
you could actually. I'm sorry. This could be a planned action.
Oh,
So
in that case,
on a
then
D12, you need a 5. Oh, cool. You get it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Have a freebie.
Okay.
Yeah. Similar to the upstairs, down here makes a lot of sense to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some weird occult shit. Absolutely. Definitely.
I'm gonna look for some of the books that I've heard about from reading the Necronomicon. My version of the Necronomicon. So
I mean, you find 3 of them, and you can decide what they are.
Unspeakable Cults, Verminous Mysterious, and The King in Yellow.
Okay, Tyson, you are really distressing me personally right now.
I'm
Welcome to my friend.
This is my life.
These are my friends.
So the 3 of you are kind of peeking down into this ghastly blackness, and you don't even see him. The only times you see him are when his light is on something on the opposite side of him, and you see his shape. So he's just rummaging down here, unwrapping plastic wrapped books.
Okay.
There's no problems with
She's
him.
not here. No one's here.
No, let's take these.
from behind you. You hear a dun 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 dun. There's a bustle in your hedgerow. You don't know. Hey, KSTR is still playing. Anybody know where they broadcast from?
No.
Nobody has ever known. It is a pure mystery
Should we
where
find-
KSTR comes from.
Should we find a book about the curse, maybe?
That's what I'm doing.
You are not doing that. I just want to make sure that you know that you're not doing it.
I
Okay.
am headed to like section where I know a lot of town history and lore exists.
Are you looking for town history or are you looking for Grizzled Witch stuff? Because those are two separate sections, as it turns out.
If I knew that, I would go to
You know that.
the witch section.
Cool. Yes.
That one.
Yep. So. Oh my God, you son of a bitch. So. Now that we've got that out of the way for the first time.
I would know that. I would probably know where it is. It's
Yep.
probably, we've run into each other in that section before for completely different reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you're definitely there. So a lot of the stuff that is in this section is unfortunate pulp garbage,
Yeah.
where it's like, here's the comic that Sam Weismer drew when he was in 11th grade, and he was a really talented artist, but a terrible storyteller.
I'm skipping over everything that is not legitimate
Yep,
and
that's most of it.
that's most of it.
Yeah. Oh, but there is Tobias Carter. You do remember that name. Tobias Carter, there is a thin, almost pamphlet-sized, what says memoir there.
I am flashlight between head and shoulder like a phone and going through it.
Okay, cool. Roll me a brain. You need a 7. The higher you roll, the more you'll get.
Okay.
Not bad. It's an 8.
Okay, cool. So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for verbiage, like specific language about the curse or any reference thereof.
Sure. So what you
Or
learn essentially.
dates or any additional information that I might be able to cross-reference in some kind of history book that's actually legitimate.
Sure. So the memoir of the encounter, essentially, like there's a whole section at the front where you're just like, we're mining nickel. It's great. Woo-ha. Look at us mining nickel.
Flip
And
past that.
yep. And then there is a mention early of a strange woman was seen near camp. We ignored her. She stuck to the woods, and she left. And that was in July. And in August, there's a section entitled "The Confrontation." And the confrontation is described over several pages. The thumbnail version is this woman who was remembered from before approached the camp, and when she got close enough, they realized that her skin was ash white, like very unnatural hue. And she threatened the mining establishment, and everyone gathered around, and she yelled at them like it was a Sunday sermon, told them the evils of what they were doing, and told them to leave and never come back. And at that point, Tobias took up arms and threatened her, and gathered the mighty men of the mining establishment and drove her away, and chased her through the woods, and she escaped into the mine.
Okay. I'm taking that book. I'm going to town history. I'm looking for info on the mine.
Okay, so the encounter does not stop there.
Okay.
Yeah, they chase her into the mine. Tobias throws his pickaxe, strikes her, and she continues to escape deeper and deeper into the mine. They hunt her down, and they shattered the inside of the mine with as much dynamite as they could find, and fled.
Okay, so they buried her in.
And that's the end of the encounter.
Where did
Okay.
the curse part come in?
Oh, that was part of the sermon.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So the sermon involved the threatening to curse, but all of that is language you've heard before.
Gotcha.
Like she threatened to curse them with 100 years of frozen isolation.
I'm taking that. I'm going to look up any pertinent information about the mine. If there is a map of it, where they collapsed it, information about it closing, like all of those things that I would probably know some of already
Okay.
from school. But yeah, looking up any additional information.
Alrighty. What were the books that you grabbed again?
Unspeakable Cults, De Verminis Mysterium, and The King in Yellow.
Okay. So you find those three, and as you lift up the Verminous Mysterium, you see a pamphlet like a small bound book, or a small sewn bound book, that is the memoir of Andrew Carter.
I'll look through it. I mean, it's down here. It's got to be something important.
Okay. And what have you two been doing, James and Tiffany?
Well, I mean, if I saw her come back up, I'm probably following her around. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. You follow her to
This
the
bookstore. I'm not sure what I'm looking for.
find her the section of the witch. You sort of read over her shoulder as she's going. Tiffany?
Tiffany's probably standing at the top of the stairwell watching him with her poker out in front of her, just like ready to smack something if needed.
Yeah, I think I would be like peering out the windows occasionally to see if there's like
Movement.
a six-legged bear or anything.
You do see what looks like wildlife. Like you see a skunk sort of wandering down. You see a couple
even more
of
upsetting.
deer just like hop, hop, hop.
The animals are still here, guys. Like there's a deer out there.
I can't decide if that's better or worse.
I don't think you need to decide right now.
You got 100 years.
But like
No.
the people are gone, but the deer's still here.
Flipping through a book.
Yeah, you're able to find a fount of information about the mine.
I am pulling schematics of the mine. I am pulling any important dates about the mine. And I am pulling any information about the collapse, locations that are stable or unstable, because somebody would have notes that they would have taken at some point. So I'm pulling all of that stuff.
All right, you're just like throwing stuff in a pile. You're like, I know that'll be
Yeah.
useful. I know this will
Yeah,
be useful. You've got a
pretty
stack of like 7 books.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to then try and rejoin everybody else with y'all, I think we need to go to the mine.
So you've pocketed these 3 books, and you find this sort of pamphlet-y thing, Andrew Carter, and that's all that says, Andrew Carter. And part of your brain is just like, wait, huh? Okay, all right. And you crack it open once, and you all feel something.
I don't like that.
In the same way that when the wall of white was coming towards you, you had this almost low frequency hum. You feel like air pressure change. You feel your ears threaten to pop, and you hear from everywhere outside of the house, not inside of the house, but everywhere outside of the house, you hear this reverberating thump.
The fuck was that, man?
Thump.
What did you do?
Can I see anything outside a window?
What is that?
You look outside the window and you see absolutely nothing unusual. And you hear a voice that comes from everywhere. I know you're hiding from me. I can see you're hiding from me.
I just look at Slade.
It's a spawn of Yogg-Sothoth. Stay
What?
hidden.
What?
I'm just gonna duck down, keep an eye out the window though.
Get down in the basement. It's going to be huge and invisible.
I run to the basement.
Invisible, yeah. Probably like 3 or 4 stories tall.
What?
Sucks blood.
What?
Yeah, we should probably stay down here. We live here now.
What?
Turn off the lights on your way down.
I flick off the lights and run to the basement.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay at the window closest to the top of the stairs for now.
James.
Shh. I'll run down if something gets close.
What was in
What
that
if it's
book?
invisible?
Like,
Yeah, what is in
if
the
it gets
book?
close, it should get like louder, right?
So
Yeah.
Can I look at the book? What did you do?
Will it knock some shit over?
I just found this. I was opening it to see what it was. Something I hadn't seen before.
So what the hell is it?
I just told you. It's Spawn of Yogg Sothoth.
No, open the book.
Open the book again.
it is almost identical to the Tobias Carter book that you found from above.
Okay,
Like same binding, same printing, everything.
I take him, I start comparing information.
It is a completely different account. Like it is from a different perspective. It's
Cool.
clearly written by two different people.
Cool.
Yeah.
I start going over what the differences are.
Sure. So there is another account of the encounter that goes into a little more detail about Tobias's self-aggrandizing tone and great threat against this woman from the wilderness, and how he didn't fully understand why it wasn't a calmer discourse until Tobias grabbed his pickaxe and chased the woman into the woods. He also notes her ashen white skin. They ran into the mine. They chased her into the mine, at which point Tobias threw the pickaxe and struck her in the head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Told you it was Giselle.
I kind of have that just go cold white sheet look at you.
You've
told
been
you.
in her house.
I've been
You've
in her house
eaten her
so many
cookies.
times.
We've eaten her
I've eaten her cookies so
I'll
many
pull out
times.
one of her cookies and just start eating it.
But we were also really nice to her. Maybe
Should we
that's
go?
why she's safe.
Should we go back, or should we go to the mine?
I don't think we'll survive if we go out there.
Do I see anything out the window? Anything? Trees falling down, buildings being crushed, giant footprints appearing in the streets, in the
What
snow?
would be... just roll me a d6.
2.
2. You see nothing of interest.
Was the voice that said, that it was looking, he knew it was hiding, was it a man or a woman?
It was very difficult to
It
tell.
just couldn't tell. Okay.
It was just deep everywhere.
Monsters.
Do you continue reading?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, fully.
All right, cool. He.
Could LeVar Burton read it instead?
Oh, that would be
It'd be
amazing.
so much less scary if LeVar Burton reading it.
This would be a reading pain book.
Oh snap!
I'd like to give you an adversity token for that. Well done.
But can he eat it now?
I will give you a second one to eat.
Oh,
I
okay.
have one to eat.
I will give you all one to eat.
Yay!
Yay!
Here, eat your adversity. Eat it. I'll have one too. So, in the continuation of the event, of the encounter,
I
they
don't like how you say encounter. We were just reading a book, sir.
well, you did not encounter anything. These people back in
Okay.
1883,
That encounter. Got it.
a year which I said correctly this
You
time.
did.
I
You
did.
did. Bravo.
1883.
Are we
so
still
in-
hearing stomping outside?
Oh, there was no stomping. It was
There's
just
no
those
thudding?
three
There's thuds?
Oh,
giant.
just 3?
Just
It was just those
oh.
3 giant thooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
don't
again,
like
like
it.
the thooms and the voice just reverberated from
everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah.
Awesome. I hate that.
Yep. So as you continue to read about the encounter in 1883, they chased the ashen white witch into the mine. Tobias threw his pickaxe and struck her in the head, and she continued to flee. When they encountered her again, her ashen white skin had turned coal black, and they made the decision at that time to hurl dynamite towards her lit. And she fled deeper into the mine, and they fled away from the mine towards the exit to escape. And that is essentially the full account from Andrew Carter.
Okay.
And everything further is simply work resumed as normal, but the men at the mine were unsettled and work slowed and stopped. And then it ends. And you have seen from the very small amount of very targeted looking that you were finding is the mine closed in 1889.
Okay.
Guys, I don't see any giant invisible monsters out there.
Because they're invisible.
It got quiet, though.
There's no more booming.
Well, yeah, it's sitting there waiting for us to leave so it can eat us.
Okay, so we do what now then?
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Go on.
I'm just seeing.
That's the part where
I
we
don't like
continue
that.
talking.
I don't like that. I don't like that guy.
Beneath your feet, you feel a rumbling in the basement. And the ground becomes unsteady, and the cracks begin to
I
widen.
am running.
Okay,
right.
time to leave the basement. I'm taking the 3 books with me, though.
All right.
I scoop the 2 we were looking at and take them.
Okay. Y'all make a flight, please. You need a 6. Actually, collectively, the 3 of you need an 18. 6 apiece.
5, 6.
10.
Oh.
5.
Okay.
Made it.
All right. Who's up last? What's the order of escape?
I'm gonna say I start to run. I want to add Can I add my protective to that? Because I would start to run, and then I would immediately make sure that both of them are ahead of me, and I'm shoving them both up the stairs.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
You don't need your protective for that, but you can narratively just say,
Yeah.
I'm last and I'm making sure these folks are out of here first.
Yeah,
Yes.
my oh God, no, kicks in, and I just start making sure that they get out.
Yep. As you escape, I'm afraid that her grabbing you and shoving you up the stairs knocks your flashlight out of your hand. And pushing them up the stairs, you see the amber cone of light rolling back and forth along the floor. And as the cracks split open, dark tendrils begin to emerge
No,
and
thank you, sir.
and slit outwards and pressing the cracks in the cement further and further apart.
I think we need to leave the house now.
I
See him
think-
running up. What the fuck do you do down there?
I don't know, but we're running now. We're leaving now. We're running now. We're running now.
Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna run to the front door and start unlocking it. And
Easily,
getting-
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Out you go. Okay, what you doing? You have left the house and you're on the front, going.
Mines,
Running to the bike.
Either mine's or...
mines. Giselle, mines or
Giselle?
Giselle.
Oh, she was so nice to us.
She was so nice to. She's so nice all the time.
Giselle and the mines are like opposite directions, right?
Yeah. The
She
rumbling
said she
sounds louder.
She said she was expecting company. Maybe we're the
Oh
company.
no.
Maybe all this.
Maybe all
fucking
this
bullshit
is the company?
The ground beneath your feet starts to rumble.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
running,
go,
running
let's
for the
go.
bikes, running for the bikes.
Yeah, running for the bikes. Where are we going?
Biking away from the house for now.
Yeah, just
we can yell
yeah,
while we're biking away.
away from the house.
Anybody looking back?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody make a grit roll for me. You need a 9.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
not
no.
gonna make that.
Nope.
So-
probably not gonna have that.
We'll just get a couple of these ready.
No.
Not
14.
Not
Nope.
good enough.
Okay. What did you get?
4.
You got a 4. Okay.
5.
5.
A 2.
2. Okay. There's an adversity token for you. Adversity token for you. Adversity token for you. You,
get
Slade, are just fine.
He knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
So there's a weird thrill, Slade, in your mind where you're like, oh, that's what it looks like. Oh, at last I get to see one of these things in real life. Oh, I love it. And the rest of you are just flabbergasted at the crack in the earth where you were standing as it splits open and out of it pour dark tendrils. Like, you saw what they were downstairs, but there are just dozens, hundreds, 1,000 tiny black dark things that emerge from the ground like ropes going in reverse and pushing the ground open, and then a shape rises from it.
A shape, you say?
A shape, I say, yes. So y'all really boned that grit roll.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad, actually. So there's this handy chart, guidelines for success and failure in the Kids on Bikes book. So you two missed the 9 by 4 and 5 respectively.
Yeah.
The 4 away is the character fails, but not too badly. So you are not okay, but you make it smart enough decision to be like, okay, that's terrifying. I'm going to look away and keep going. Tiffany, you on the other hand, sorry, that was James for those who were listening. Tiffany, you on the other hand, you see this happening and you slow.
I'm the one who rolled a 2.
Yes. So you
get to
fall off your
no.
bike. Tiffany, you watch your sister go down. And she is laying on the ground, hyperventilating in absolute panic, watching as this thing emerges from the earth.
She slides her bike to a stop and runs heroically to go save her sister.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like shit and like skid out my bike, like hop off and like cover one side of my eye, but try to run back as well.
You can intentionally not look at the thing by focusing all of your attention on Nikki.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm watching it emerge.
Cool. All right. Cool. So,
That's so cool.
so all of you have stopped
You're
at
still hearing Stairway to Heaven, by the way.
That's what a Chthonian looks like. Probably want to get off the ground, guys. Like
Yeah,
up a tree or something.
Okay. So how long do you watch this? What are you trying to do?
Get
I'm
her
trying to
up.
get her up and back
Yeah.
on her bike.
I'll be helping with that, but it's like, yeah, okay. So I was right this whole time.
So
I knew I was right.
So Slade, how are you helping from the distance that you've created between you and them?
I'm going.
Okay, going back.
I'm just casually going back, whereas these two are in full panic mode.
All right. Okay. So you all successfully get Nikki back on her feet. You get her to look away from the emerging monstrosity.
I flick my hair around a little bit.
I, for a moment, just a brief moment, forget. And then I'm right back to terrified.
And you get back on your bikes, but you, Slade, see, the three of you are on your bikes, ready to go, zooming away. And Slade, you see as this mass begins to take shape, and the tendrils that had emerged and pushed the ground aside are enveloped back up into this semi-bipedal thing. It is enormous.
I, without looking at the thing, scream back to him your proper name. I just scream, Keith! Not now! Run!
Slade, come on, man. Yeah, I'm coming. Hold on.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, probably.
And emerging, it's difficult to explain what you're seeing because it's not something to describe. 2 pinpricks of light, eyes presumably, begin to emerge, and then grow and grow.
Yeah. Oh, I'm leaving at this point, but it's like, yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's bad.
So the shape roughly appears humanoid-ish, kinda. Like if you were to take a child's mud drawing and pretend that it was a person, it would be like that shape. Yeah.
Okay.
Just imagine that in your mind, and you're somewhere close because, I won't say that this thing has a shape. And off you go, all four of you, going the fuck away somewhere.
Okay, we gotta decide where we're going.
Where are we going?
Well,
Fuck. I don't know. Look,
I don't know. Away, but where?
let's head towards the mines. I've got some research. Maybe we can figure out how to solve this.
Okay.
all right. I don't have a better idea. Let's go. Let's just go. Just go.
Okay. So Nikki, you, I presume, are kind of leading the direction of the mine,
I've got
or towards the mine.
I
Yep.
know basically where we're going.
All right. Roll me a 20. See if you have the wherewithal to know where you're at. This is going to be a -3, and you need an 8.
Is there a way I can use one of my delicious adversity
You have
coins?
a
Oh, you
pile of
can-
tokens.
I
Yeah.
have so many.
You can
How
use them at any point.
Do I make these work for me again?
So you roll. You see how far you've failed by, and then you can add +1 with each.
Okay, that's a 6, so I can use 2 of them.
And you may devour your adversity, and
We'll
it is an
devour my
8.
adversity to make it.
Did
a
I say
success.
devour diversity?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, you may devour the adversity, and diversity we will respect and appreciate.
And meanwhile, as everyone else is freaking out, I'm humming Ode to Joy in my head.
Oh god.
Well, humming it out loud, too.
Okay, so Nikki, you are hanging by a thread, but the fact that you have a task in your mind is actually very helpful to get you right back on track.
The stage manager brain has kicked in.
Yep, exactly. So the panic is overwritten by need to get the job done. And you are on your way to Old Mine Road, and you found it.
Is there
And
anything like on the horizon to see ahead of us?
so as you're following her, and you start to feel a little more comfortable, confident that there's nothing immediately behind you.
I was about to say, or is there a giant purple thing following us behind us?
You hear no footsteps. You take a furtive glance behind you, and there's nothing. Nothing at all.
Okay.
You look up towards the horizon. You see the WIPP tower off to the side, and the night is just clear and cold. And the moon seems fuller than it was, and snow is softly drifting all around you.
All right. I guess we're going forward.
Okay.
Anything?
All right.
Yeah.
So you're heading off towards Old Mine Road. Heading down that direction. You've all been on the overlook, and you kind of see like, oh yeah, the overlook is over there, which means that the mine entrance is that direction. Okay, I've got our bearings. Here we go. And you make your way to the mine. There's a large fence outside the mine, like 9-foot tall wire fence. Definitely holes cut in it. There's a second fence right outside the mine entrance, the old mine entrance, which is about 11 feet tall, just wood and iron. And then just blackness inside. You reach the first fence. What do you do?
I'll lead them through the most direct opening. Because I've been here once or twice.
You have definitely, yes.
Flashlights out for sure.
The 3 flashlights that remain. I'm sorry I had to steal that. It was
Oh,
just
yeah,
too
absolutely.
cool. Needed some illumination down there somehow. Okay. You approach the entrance to the mine.
Okay, I'm just gonna call this out now that we're here. What are we trying to do?
So I'll reach into my bag and pull out the book Unspeakable Cults and toss it to you. Just look through there, see if you can see what you can find on witches.
I hold it like it's radioactive.
That's fair and understandable.
Yeah.
And I'll crack into one of the other ones and just start reading.
Okay.
I guess I'll hold the flashlight for you.
Yeah, don't read anything out loud.
All right. So you're reading?
I guess so.
Okay.
Tiffany's gonna turn around and stand watch for everybody.
Okay. Cool. James?
You want the chainsaw?
I mean, I guess I'll hand you my flashlight. You never got gas for that, did you?
Shit. Maybe there's some in the mine.
Maybe. No, I don't want the chainsaw. I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, kind of patrol the perimeter a little bit.
Okay.
Mostly pacing anxiously.
All right. You're looking for witch stuff?
Yeah.
Slade? Okay. And Nikki, how are you? I'll just end there. How are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Holding the book, kind of in a daze.
Yeah. Don't believe what I just saw. Realizing where I am. Realizing that might be bad. Trying to see if there's any further information. I'm afraid to open the book that he handed me. And I'm also afraid to open the second memoir. Because I feel like that's how all this started. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
It's research. Just read. It's a task. You can, give you something to do. We can find some information. You're good at finding information.
Thump.
Okay.
Thump.
Okay.
Is Stairway to Heaven still playing?
Thump. Yes.
I'm gonna turn
There's
that down
thumping.
real quick.
Thump. Turn that down.
Yeah.
I'm holding the book and I'm shaking. The girl in Jurassic Park when she sees the raptor behind the other, and that's I've just got that look on my face oh no, and absolute terror.
Yeah, I'll look you in the eyes, kind of gently slap your cheek, snap out of it.
Thump.
Read faster.
The thumping.
Thump.
The thumping.
Read
the thumping,
faster.
Thump.
The thumping. And I open the
I'm
book.
Looking whatever direction it sounds like it's
Yeah.
coming from.
It sounds like it's coming from the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do we see anything at all?
You see two very faint but bright blue spots.
It's coming. It's
the eyes.
coming. we should go.
Is there still any live dynamite in the mine? Probably not. Probably
Pull
long
out the
since not.
tank of propane.
Okay.
Isn't that what started all this? Let's not do that yet.
The creature thing shape is approaching.
Oh shit. We're all gonna die.
Fucking, you know the way around. Lead the way, man. Lead the way.
Hey, Giselle, how's it going?
What?
Lead the way.
All right, into the mine.
Okay, so you are at the second gate. The fence has not been breached. There's 3 fences in a row, just it's like somebody papered over something. It was no, let's do that again. Yeah, let's do it again. So there are several barriers between you and a maw of darkness.
What's it locked with?
The gates,
Yeah.
they're bolted into the sides of the mine. So
But is there is it straight up plate, or is it actually a door with a padlock or something?
No, it's
Metal is this,
they're
wood is this.
It's this metal fencing. It's
Yeah.
the same. It's the same kind of cyclone fencing that is encircling the mine, or that you crawled through, that people have cut. But nobody's bothered to go this far before.
I'm going to pull out my bolt cutters
Ah, nice.
I'm going to eat it.
Spending an adversity
You
token
eat that
to
adversity.
be prepared.
Yep.
Well done, sir. Excellent use.
And yeah, just start going through the fence and
All right. Roll your d8 for flight. Roll it twice. You need a 7.
that's a 1.
Okay, don't use that one.
That's a 4.
Okay. Does anybody want to attempt to assist him?
I can.
What?
Because
Roll.
I can get.
He needs a 7.
Yeah.
No, but what?
Oh, this is
Flight? Fight?
this is flight
Flight.
for him.
I will snatch those right up.
Okay.
Well, and she's got.
I
that
have
thing that
extra
can
though.
help.
Like if I help somebody else, these are worth 2 instead of just 1.
Well, you want to give me a hand here if I need
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
Come on, man, we gotta go. We gotta go. Oh my God! Wow.
What was it?
Wait, I can spend one of these to
If you
automatically
spend
get half, even in a.
This is a snap decision. Oh, that's right. This is a snap decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a 10.
You get your. All right. Okay.
Look, me knowing how my character works.
Yes, using your tools at your disposal. I love it. Yes.
My tools at his.
Well, this is true. Using his tools at your disposal. Boom. All right. Fantastic. You like you see him just like fumbling. Like your terror is actually starting to affect you at this point. You're just like, oh no, I'm a rat at the end of the tunnel. This is, oh God. And you're just like, nope. I've got this. Clink, 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 clink,
Yep.
clink, 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 clink. And the 3 of you are looking at him, looking at the shape. What are your, who's doing what?
I don't know what to do.
Go.
Shoving you in the mine.
Yeah,
I'm going in right after you.
I'll go last.
Okay. So you have breached the 3 fences, and you are stumbling into a yawning blackness.
Yeah,
Flashlight.
I was gonna say I don't have my flashlight right now. I gave it to you, so I'm not going first.
I have one. She's right. My sister's right in front of me, but I've got my flashlight.
I guess you 2 are going first then.
I don't know what to do because we're trapped. And if you blow something up, it's gonna trap us even more.
Well, now that we're in here, I'm not gonna blow us up.
So what exactly are we going to do? Are we
Keep
expecting
going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
going
Yep.
deeper in the
You
mine?
hear the fences behind you scrape and tear.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Deeper into the mine.
Okay.
The mine. This is a
Wait, are you still carrying that book? Like maybe it's following the fucking book.
I am going to take the book that we opened that I feel like started this whole thing, the other memoir, and I'm going to go back to the entry of the mine and I'm going to huck it as far as I can.
Okay. So you're turning around.
Turning around, going back to the entrance, not looking at the thing, and trying to just huck that book as far as I possibly can out of the mine.
In your heading towards the entrance of the mine, you see the eyes coming towards you. It is in the mine.
Oh shit. Too late, and I throw it at the thing.
It's coming towards you.
I'm just gonna turn around and run.
All right. Everybody roll a flight.
We're gonna die.
We are gonna die.
What in the hell?
4.
7.
I'm gonna use another one of my adversity tokens to
Yeah.
take that 10, thanks.
Okay. 7, 4,
10.
10.
I don't think anything will help a 1.
Oh.
No, it will not.
Bye, guys.
Because you needed a 13.
Oh. God.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, it was a contested roll against its flight. And so, let me tell you what happens.
Can you heroic me?
I can't.
Heroic.
I'm trying to think how.
It doesn't matter.
So you find yourselves face to face with a pile of rubble. After turning a left, turning a right, turning a right, taking a left, here you are at the end of the road. And you see the eyes turn the corner and come to you. And in the arc of the light of your flashlights, you see that it is almost like worms or snakes or ropes or roots all writhing in this giant mass that completely fills the tunnel. Like, it is no longer a shape, it is simply a force, and it comes close to you, and it envelops you, and everything goes black.
Game over, bye guys.
And you feel pressed against each other, and you feel a rumbling, and you feel a scraping, almost like the feelings of being pushed through a solid surface. And it lasts for a very short amount of time, less than 15 seconds, you'd say. And then suddenly it all stops. And from this blackness in which you've been encased, a strip of light emerges and widens. And it's blue and misty. And you see another rock tunnel. And you are simply left here, standing in a gently lit tunnel of rock. There's a path forward about 15 feet, and then it curves off to the right. And there it seems brighter in that direction.
Is there a path behind us?
No, but there are two blue eyes staring right at you. Well, it's hard to say that they're staring right at somebody because they're just there. And you are very close to whatever this is now. And yes, just that same sort of ropey, rooty substance is completely still. And you see what look like two fissured gems almost, like stone, but cut, but not. And they're just glowing this faint, ghostly blue.
We should have gone to Giselle's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guess I'm gonna take a few steps back away from the glowing eyes.
Yeah, I'm also going to just start stepping away.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here.
Are we already? No, is this actually
Are we
out?
dead?
We might. I don't know.
You said
And I was about to ask the same thing, and with my younger sister asking that, I'm just like deeply upset.
I don't feel dead.
No, we're not dead. We're just probably at the same place all the other townsfolk went.
You said it was a little faintly illuminated. Is there any source of the illumination? Is it the eyes?
It seems around the corner to the right.
I guess I'm gonna just kind of put my hand against the side of the wall and follow it towards that corner.
Yeah, you can see perfectly well. It looks like this is a path.
I will confidently walk out.
Okay.
I'm pulling out one of the cookies from my backpack,
Okay.
assuming they are still there.
They
and
are
I am
still
not dead
there.
and in the afterlife.
They are a little munched. They're like smushed a
A
bit.
little smushed.
Yeah, but they're still cookies. They're not warm anymore.
I figured. Yeah. Oh,
Okay, Slade, you turn the corner
Yep.
and you enter a space. You see in front of you, it widens out like you're walking through a door into this large space, probably about 50 feet in diameter. It seems almost like the upper half of an egg in a way, domed upwards, very tall, probably 30 feet. And you see shelves carved in to the face of the rock. Fairly short shelves, probably about a foot in height, wrapping around the entire perimeter. And there are shelves and shelves and shelves all the way up. And on every single surface of every single shelf, you see tiny snow globes. Hundreds of them.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
Cold isolation.
And then at the end of, or straight ahead, after you turn the corner and sort of your eyes have washed over this surface just covered in snow globes, you see sitting in a simple wooden chair at the end, Giselle.
I'll walk over and sit down next to her.
There isn't really another place to sit. She's just kind of like sitting there with her head propped up on her fist, just kind of looking. She looks tired. She looks worn down, and she looks annoyed.
She's breathing though. She's alive.
Yeah.
Signs of life.
Yeah, she's breathing normally. She's just looking at the four of you.
Giselle? Miss Giselle?
Right. Yes. Okay. It was you. Right. No, right. That makes sense. Sit. And she waves, she just flicks upward with her hand, and these 4 pillars of stone just pop up from the ground.
I guess I'll sit.
I will sit.
Yep.
I will put my backpack down. You probably shouldn't have eaten those cookies.
Are you saying that out loud?
I'm sort of mindlessly saying it. I'm feeling like this is drugs. We just all ate drugs and didn't
What's wrong
do
with
it.
my cookies?
Nothing.
Oh.
And I'll start eating
There-
one.
They were really good.
Is this real?
Thank you. Give me a few of those. I haven't eaten in days. Thanks.
In
Days?
Days?
we
We
saw
just
you
saw
a couple
you.
hours ago.
Oh, interesting. Oh. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Time's, right. Well,
Give her some of the snacks from your bag.
Yeah, I'm just
Time
pull
passes
out
differently
the bags
here
of
than it
snacks
does
and just hand them to her.
from where we are. She's probably been here.
she
I've got granola bars and candy bars and nuts. What do you want?
she grabs a bar which I will not name by name, just so there's no concern from a legal standpoint.
Does it have peanuts in it?
It may have peanuts in it, sure. And she just the plastic barely gets off before she just devours the entire thing. And the 4 of you, in watching this, you realize behind her there is a much larger snow globe, about 3 feet across.
Are you actually Miss Giselle? Are you the same Miss Giselle, or are you a different person?
I don't understand your question.
Like, do we know each other? Do you know me?
Yes.
Did you
Okay.
live like on a house like at the edge of town?
Oh, yes. Of course. Yeah, no, yes. Yes.
It's their first interdimensional.
It's your first
Tangle.
one too, Keith.
Are you sure?
Wait, are we in a different dimension?
Are we?
Miss Giselle?
What's going on?
Don't ask witches questions, really. Well, you can ask me questions, sure, but don't pretend to know the answer, all right? Keith. Someone go hit that thing.
What's
I
she
hit it like
gesturing at?
a snow globe.
Snow
The
globe.
giant snow globe
Like
behind you.
hit it, like break it.
Sure.
Tiffany stands up and goes over and smacks it with her poker.
From everywhere.
Aha!
Oh, okay.
Happy, Keith?
Makes sense.
Right. So,
Well,
here, look, I'm damn tired, and I don't know where to start. But welcome to Forever, and here we are.
why are we here? Where are all the people from the town? Where are our parents?
She looks around at the snow globes.
Okay.
I thought you were the bright one.
I'm just.
Her brain's a little addled.
It's been a long night.
It's been a long.
What was
Really?
that thing that chased us? Why are we? We're not dead.
Are we dead?
No, you're not. Oh, God. All right. You're not dead. I am the Grizzled Witch. Yeah, and we're all trapped in a snow globe for eternity, so... there.
Eternity? I thought it was only supposed to be 100 years. What?
Oh, all right. Well, I may have messed that up. Sorry, it's been a very long night.
So wait, you're over. You must be very over 100 years old then.
Oh, you are the bright one now. Yes.
That's not funny.
Wait, so like you messed it. Are you saying that like instead of casting it for 100 years, you cast it in 100 years?
She rubs her eyes. She looks like a completely different person than the one that you saw before. Just like she aged a year in this distance.
How long has it been since we got cookies from you for you?
Oh, well, Keith, time is weird right now, but I would say 4 days, 5 days, maybe.
And that big black thing, the eyes.
That chased us in here?
Oh, yes, that is my friend.
Friend. Okay.
He's not
Friend.
very nice.
Was that his voice? We heard a voice being like, I'm looking for you. I found you."
Oh no, that was me. I was yelling into that.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So
that makes
what-
me feel a little bit better, actually.
At this point, I pull out one of the 3 books that I stole and just start rummaging through it and reading it.
She looks at you and just like snickers, shakes her head.
So the booming voice was you. That thing chasing us is your friend. Why were you scaring us? Why were you yelling, saying we were hiding? What?
Look, I need to sleep really badly, and I need to go and eat something. So,
And she shoves through stuff.
no, I need some actual.
Oh.
Is this what you eat all the time?
That was what was handy.
No, all right.
I'm going to pull out the bottle of peach schnapps and drink.
Oh, now we're talking. All right, come with
I got
me.
whiskey, too.
Hang on to that. This is more my speed right now, kid. She grabs the bottle of peach schnapps, stands up, and starts walking towards the tunnel.
Where are you going?
She's going to sleep. Let her sleep.
Should we just stay here?
Oh no, you can come on. You can come with me. I'm just gonna go eat something, and then I'll go to. Just come here.
Gonna follow her then.
Jeez.
I am following her, but I'm looking at the snow globes as I pass.
How closely are you looking?
Reasonably closely. I'm like, are my parents in one of these?
So as you like approach, you can see. Like, the closer you get, the clearer it becomes. So they're all just sort of like these multicolored, gently glowing things, all these different colors, slightly different shapes, slightly different sizes, but all just snow globes. And as you get closer, like as you reach about maybe 2 feet from it, you start to see structures inside. That's what's most apparent, and all the structures are different. Most of them look like houses. Some of them look like forests. Some of them look like weird shapes that don't quite make sense right at first. That's what you get at a glance.
Does one of them do I catch any structure that looks familiar?
At a glance, not particularly, but like sort of maybe familiar. It kind of looks like maybe it's familiar. You'd have to get in close if you wanted to.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a d20, please.
This was a mistake. That's a 6.
Man, we were rolling badly.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get closer to one, and you're like, wait, that's familiar. I know that I've seen that before. And the 3 of you watch as Nikki approaches one of the rails, and she starts to kind of glance over. She sees one, and then just sort of drifts forward, almost unaware of her own movement.
Someone
Try to
grab her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I try to grab her?
Yeah, you sure can.
What should I roll?
You don't have to. You're just trying to pull her away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nikki, as you begin to drift towards this, you're getting closer and closer, and you realize this is the Bart's house. And then a hand grabs the back of your jacket and pulls you away.
You were like walking straight at that thing, like you were just gonna walk into it. That was creepy.
Okay, I guess.
You all coming?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is good shit. Thanks.
I'm gonna hang back for half a second, and I just want to turn the volume back up on the radio, see if it's still playing Stairway to Heaven. It is.
It's dusty right now. You're definitely like
But
getting
it's
some
still there.
interference. Yeah.
Okay. Can I just quickly scroll through, see if I hear anything other than static?
No,
All
just that one channel.
Back to that, and I turn it back down.
Okay, following her.
Okay. She has gone out the way that you came in, and you just follow her through. You take that left, and you see the entrance of a tunnel, probably about 40 feet ahead. The shape is gone. The eyes are gone. And you see her walking out towards this wall of mist. She walks into the wall of mist. Follow us still?
Guess
Yep.
so.
Yep. You walk through the entrance into the mist, and you see just the shape of her slowly, like at the same distance, passing through it. And then you suddenly find the mist is gone, and you see what appears to be the back of her house, probably about 100 feet ahead of you. And right outside the back door to the left, giant black shape with two blue eyes.
I avert my eyes and I do not look at it.
She's just walking towards that back door.
Can I look in the direction of town? Is there like a giant snow globe or a wall of blizzard or anything?
Can't really see anything from this distance. Like, you can't even tell, like town's that
Yeah,
way, but
sure.
trees. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look over at the tentacled eye thing and go, man, that was cool. Thanks for bringing us.
Just the eyes kind of tilt. Okay. All right. You have done this. You know what? Roll me a grit. You need 7.
Not planned. So.
Not planned yet.
Okay. That's a 4.
That's a 4? Okay. Please remember, on your next grit roll, you're rolling a d10 because you are shaken. And please
The void looked back.
choose one of these and
my.
do not turn it over.
Oh no.
That one.
Okay.
The GM has note cards prepared that we have not yet seen.
We didn't know there were note cards, and now we can't look at it. And now there's a note card on
No
the
one
table,
said
and
there'd
we
be note
can't
cards.
look at the note card.
I'm going to put it right there where
Can
everyone can see
Can almost see the writing
So
on it
upsetting.
because the ink
It's
bled through a
almost
little
there.
bit.
Okay. So you see Slade just stop in his tracks, and you hear him make a noise that's kind of like,
I, without looking at the thing, go get him.
okay. Slade, you find yourself caught looking at these two bright blue eyes, and then you're shoved forward, and your eye contact is broken.
Just returning the favor.
Sorry.
Stop looking at it.
I was
Let's go.
probably bringing up the rear because I was fiddling with the radio. I'm just going to shove both of them.
You entered Giselle's kitchen. Nothing special about it. It is cold in here. The fire apparently has gone out from the living room. Don't know how long ago. She starts to open the fridge, grabs some milk, goes and pours it into a saucepan, starts to heat it up. Oh, right. I'm going to have some of this. I'm going to have some of this bottle here, and then I'm going to go the hell to sleep for a long time. But, ask away.
What's a long time?
I really don't know. But not like, I'm going to sleep for a very long time. I'm just going to sleep.
Is this like inside the snow globe still?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're inside a snow globe, inside which there is a snow globe that we are inside.
So with those little snow globes in there?
Yes.
One of them have Todd in it.
Yes.
Fuck Todd.
Can we fuck with it?
I mean, he won't notice because don't worry about that.
So
Is there like a way out of here?
What? No. You're stuck.
Why?
How come we're not in a little globe like everybody else?
Right. So the best that I can figure, and usually I'm right, probably not sure, but so I was when you came by with your present.
Yeah.
Fucking Carters. I was in the middle of doing, all of this, ooh, and then you knocked on the door, and you were very sweet, and Nikki, you're great, but you just fucked up everything. So
Tiffany laughs uncontrollably.
what? How is this my fault? You were doing this, and how is this my fault?
She's gonna tell us.
thank you, Keith. So I came to get the door, and I called you good children. I think that was it. Called you good children. And, well, I guess that was enough, because the spell wasn't supposed to do this to good people. Something like that, that's the best I got, but I'm going to run with it because, well, here we are, and that explains it, so sure. Magic's magic, just deal with it.
So were you trying to trap yourself too, or was that also an accident?
Oh, no, I like it here. It's lovely. I've lived here my whole life. And I get to be here by myself. Well, I did. I get to be here by myself with a bunch of teenagers now.
And do we still get to grow up?
I really don't know. I haven't done this before. So we all get to learn about this together. Fun.
Do we ever get to see our parents again?
Go visit them in the snow globe room.
I don't know how much you're gonna like that. It's not too good in there right now for all those people. And every one of them deserves it.
Even our parents?
Even us?
Yes.
Even us?
So what actually happened? There's the stories about the Carters and you and the mine. What actually happened? You were there.
She tosses some powdered cocoa into the milk, starts to steep it up, pours a little bit of the schnapps in there. Well,
Peach hot cocoa.
That sounds gross.
you never tried this? You serious? Well, you're kids, right? Well, anyway, it's good. No, I can see that. I prefer peach.
That's fair.
So, look, I'd ask you what you know, but you don't know what you know. So, the problem was the nickel mine. It's not supposed to be here. Nothing's supposed to do that here. So I told them to buzz off. They didn't listen. So me and my sister were going to do the curse then. And then they blew her up in the mine. I made it out. But no, she's still down there, I guess. I don't know. And then a stranger came into town and put a ward up against witches, and, well, that's all I know about the mine. That's what's happened. So here I am, stuck outside of it. Can't even see if she's alive or in any kind of state. I mean, I don't know if we can handle dynamite. I've never been blown up or crushed in the mine. This is all new territory for me.
But she could still be alive in there?
Look, I don't know, but maybe. There's a chance. There's always a chance with us.
If we found her, could the two of you get us out of here?
Oh, I can get you out of here, but I'm not going to.
Oh.
Why?
This is the only way to make sure that no one ever comes back because no one ever should have been here in the first place. This is a special place. This is a special place. No one should be cracking it open and sucking it dry. You think the logging's been good for this place? No. Oh, that's where I know you're from. Right.
Sorry about that.
Right, you good. So
Music. Do you like music?
you can shut the stairway off.
It's been off.
Okay. Well, then she doesn't say that. Oh, that's right. You turned it down a bit. Yeah. Look, I'm perfectly happy living in a snow globe for 100 years or 1,000 years, as long as no one can come back here and continue to screw it up. Get me? So, welcome home.
Can't we just leave? Can't you just let us and our families, and we'll just leave?
I don't think you get it. You're not supposed to, because people will come back.
But we're also not supposed to be in this with you right,
Right.
now. We're not.
No,
none
I
of this
understand
is supposed to happen. So can't we just unsupposed to it?
You're a bright young child, but I don't think that you fully understand how evil works. Evil is calm and quiet until suddenly it's everywhere and everything and in everyone.
So you waited 100 years
No, it took
for
100 years.
everyone that is relevant to this to die, and then now we're stuck in here with you forever.
She pours the concoction into a mug, leans back against the counter, and just sort of swirls it and looks into it.
Maybe we should talk about this in the morning after you've gotten a good night's sleep.
Like, what you have said affected her. But she's processing it. Like, you see the furrowed brow, and you see kind of like glance to the side and a glance at the four of you. And then she takes a big drink. You know what? We can talk about this in the morning. But, look, you can raid the fridge, do whatever you like. There's a car out there if you really want to. I don't give a damn. You just go joyriding and do wheelies out on the plains out there. No, it's great fun. But look, we can talk about it later and just do whatever you like. Do whatever you like. Talk to my friend out there. He can help you do lots of fun things. You've got all the time in the world to play here in this beautiful winter wonderland that we are all a part of now for a very long time. And now think about what you said. Can't guarantee anything, but you know what? That was never the case anyway. So, have a good night. Enjoy your Christmas. She walks upstairs.
Pull out a book and start reading.
Should we maybe like let's go get in the car, take a little drive?
But
You want to stay? You can. No, you should come.
You can read in the car.
I got plenty of time to read.
That's not funny.
I wasn't joking.
I'm gonna find the keys and get in the car.
As you head out, you see a very, very old, like, tin type, like, just ancient photograph right by the door of what appears to be a very young version of old Giselle and an almost identical woman.
Yeah. So yeah, going out to the car. We get to the car.
Sure. Why not?
You open the door, and there, looming directly in front of you, is the massive shape with two blue eyes.
Gonna start the car.
It takes a step back, allows you to move forward.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, as we walk by, you're not very nice. And stomps.
Are you making eye contact?
No, just kind of glance up in the general direction and then back down.
Okay. As you pass by it, you can't help but look at its eyes again. Roll grit one more time.
This is the D10.
This is the D10.
That would be a 5.
It'll be a 5.
Yep.
Okay, next time you roll that, it's going to be a D6, but flip the card over.
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
All right.
What does it say?
It says, can sense flesh and bone.
You hear him say that out loud. And you hear him say it again.
What does that mean, man?
What?
You're looking at the blue eyes. And you feel a weird connection to it that doesn't quite make sense. But you almost feel like communication. And you realize that you are saying, can sense flesh and bone. Can sense flesh and bone.
It can, you can. What are you talking about, man? You're being creepy.
I'm gonna go shake him.
Her hand is on your shoulder, and you're snapped out of your reverie. And you look at her and you say it again.
What in the hell was that? Get in the car.
Okay.
All right. Get in the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
To what end? I don't know.
Start the
but
car.
Start the car. The shape stomps towards you.
I'm gonna pull out into the road.
It stomps behind you.
I'm gonna drive towards town, I guess.
It follows you.
Great. how
Do
can
we
I
have a
put
guard dog
distance behind between us?
You could.
I mean, I don't want to drive like dangerously fast on a snowy road, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
like a little distance. Anyhow, while we're driving, I'm just gonna be like, okay, I didn't think we should talk in the house. Like, some privacy seemed like a good idea, right? Like, what do we do? Like, do we try to find the sister? Maybe she's still in the mine and like blow up. Like, I'm sure there's dynamite somewhere in town.
I think.
Guarantee you she can still hear us.
But we could try and find her sister.
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt at this point.
Could try and
What is the worst that could
smash some snow globes.
I don't know if I'd want to try that.
Ahead of you, off to the side, you see two blue eyes.
Can I check the rearview mirror?
They're gone from behind you. And
Oh,
you-
good. Now it like teleports or something. Fuck.
It's watching us.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's trying to stop us right now.
Two blue eyes ahead of you on the road on the side. And you
Great.
pass it again.
Is the rest of this road repeating? Is the rest of this road repeating, or am I still making forward progress?
No, you're making forward progress. You're
Okay.
probably near the Barts at this point. Like, you have just passed the altercation with the Carter kids.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So option 1, we try to find some dynamite. We try to find the sister.
Two blue eyes.
Option 2, do we try to talk to that thing?
I mean,
What was
maybe?
it doing? Did you feel weird or
You passed the Barts.
Felt like it was communicating somehow. It was weird.
Two blue eyes.
Yeah.
Can you talk to it?
I could try.
Next time the blue eyes pass by, I'm gonna slow down.
All right. It happens very quickly. It's on a regular schedule now.
I don't like it, but I kind of feel like you might be the best person to try.
Okay. What do you want me to ask it?
Help? How getting out? How is it? Friend or foe? Can we get out of here? Can it help us? What does it know? I don't know.
Does it
I'll try and lock eyes with it the next time it comes by.
Okay. So, two blue eyes comes right up. You slow down. You stop. There you are in the car.
I am not looking at it.
You look at the blue eyes,
I'm looking at him.
and you see them look at you, and out of his mouth consents flesh and bone. Consents flesh
All
and
right, I'm
bone.
just gonna start driving again.
Consents flesh and bone.
Oh, wait.
Consents flesh and bone.
If it consents flesh and bone, maybe it consents their
Find
sister.
the sister, yeah. Or if it can,
Or
he
he
can,
can?
or I don't know.
Have you driven away, or is he
Yeah,
still
yeah,
saying it?
I was-
Okay.
Again, yes.
You snap to, and you didn't even realize that you'd actually stopped. But it's behind you now.
Weren't we gonna?
Did you get anything?
You start
We're gonna
saying
stop.
consents flesh and bone again.
Oh,
It's really, really creepy coming from you, especially.
Two blue eyes.
Yeah.
consent flesh and bone.
It's like street lights as you pass them. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep heading towards town. Where would I think in town that there might be some sort of explosives, such as dynamite, or I mean, maybe I don't know how heavily armed the police station is. Is there a military base in town?
Dynamite, probably the best thing that you could do is the Anarchist Cookbook out at this point in the 80s? I think it was the 90s.
I
not
think it was
sure.
later.
Yeah. You could find some kind of chemistry, something. You
There
could.
might be an old
I think it was 87.
outside
Either way,
of
not out yet.
outside of game where I grew up, which was an old mining town. There was an old munitions
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
that they kept dynamite in for a
depot,
long
yeah.
time.
So it would be probably near the mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can give that a shot.
Sure.
And back towards the mine.
Yeah.
Can we stop by the gas station too?
Sure. Probably a good idea to fill up the car anyway.
Chainsaw.
And the chainsaw.
Well, yeah.
You're not sure where that is.
The gas station?
No, the chainsaw.
Oh.
Oh.
You pass by the blue eyes one more time. Consents flesh and bone. Consents flesh and bone. There's more.
There's more?
There's
More eyes, or there's more what?
No, that's just what he says.
He says there's more.
Wait, stop the car. There's more?
Are the eyes nearby?
Yeah, they're back there, about 30 feet.
Tiffany is gonna get brave and heroic, and she's gonna go stare at it.
Okay.
Oh, I don't.
So,
I don't like my little sister doing that.
so Tiffany slowly gets out of the car, walking towards it. It steps towards you.
Tiffany.
Please
I'm
roll.
gonna see if I can ask it a question.
Please roll a grit. You need a 7.
Oh my god, natural one.
Tiffany, you automatically fail your next 2 grit rolls.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Please choose which of these 3 cards you'd like.
Middle one.
Middle one? All right.
But don't flip it over, or do flip it over.
Flip it over and read that out loud 7 times, please.
Oh, God. Probably don't have to read it all 7 times.
What the? There's a lot of writing on here.
There's a main thing written on it,
okay,
and a
so
lot of things scribbled around
The
it.
main thing says bears knowledge of the past and the present. Bears knowledge of the past and,
And the
present.
present, okay?
Bears knowledge of the past and the present. Bears knowledge of the past and the present.
And you can stop now, but she continues on. And,
And then
in
there's-
this.
For what it's worth, there's not an apostrophe there. It is bears as in carries, not bears as in like belonging to bears.
It's a bear. But it's
That is
not a
fair.
bear.
It is not of the
How
bears.
many legs does it have?
And then there's a whole bunch of other writing on here that says the altercation, the coal,
I don't know.
Oh, no,
Tobias
that's not-
Carter,
Tobias-
the Ashen.
the ashen, the sigil.
All of these are words that she's saying.
Andrew Carter. The frozen globes. Witch. The curse. The cord? I still don't know what that says.
What does it say, Kai? Your handwriting is questionable.
Oh, yeah, no, it's intentional.
The
but
C something 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 L.
I'll have to
The
look at
coral,
that.
It's that one in the corner.
Coal.
Coal.
Okay, it
Okay,
is
so
the
I gotta
It
go.
is the coal.
Okay. If she's talking like that, I'm going to step between her and the thing, and I'm going to just like shake her.
Okay. You pop out of it, and suddenly there are like words that are just kind of happening in your head. All of the words that are written in pencil on that card are all just like pouring into your brain, and it is real confusing. You are not sure what's going on, but bears knowledge about the past and the present that you hear yourself saying.
There's not.
Um,
She's gonna reach into her backpack to the piece of crumpled up homework that she forgot to turn in, and quickly write down as much as she can remember onto the
Okay.
page.
You have all of those words written down now.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I don't know what to do with this.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you okay?
As much as I usually am.
I like how not comforting that is at all.
I'm gonna look at Nikki and go, I'm starting to feel kind of left out here. I'm gonna go ask its name. I'm gonna unbuckle my seatbelt,
I think these are clues. I think this
step
is
out of the
gonna
car,
help.
walk 20 feet towards it. Hey, big guy.
And
You
roll
got
a
a
grit,
name?
please. You need a 7.
Roll
Oh, whoops, sorry, wrong die.
The grit die.
That is a 7. If I need to, I will burn one of these to up
Tie
it.
works. Take one of these.
I'll take the left. I'll take the right one. Yeah.
And turn it over and read it aloud in full control.
Can travel great distances swiftly. Tell me something I didn't know.
Well, you know that. And you are aware that it can do that.
Yes.
And it can help you do that.
Fair enough.
You have a different kind of communication than these two do. It's a little more present.
I didn't get a name from it though.
It doesn't answer that.
Okay.
James, are you?
Yeah, can travel great distances swiftly. I think it's not just it, but maybe if we ask the right way, it can help us do that too. I don't know how I know that, but like, I'm pretty sure that's what's up.
Okay.
Your turn.
I mean, if they're babbling about like how it bears knowledge and can sense flesh and bone, I mean, this makes sense.
It said a second ago there was more. Can you ask it about more?
I think you
What's
need
more?
Well, I might need to. Because he said, I said there's more.
I don't know. Can
Bless you.
he didn't get all weird like you guys did? Can you ask it? What
Bless
If
you.
I can stop sneezing.
More?
That was, I don't know, that was a weird feeling. I kind of like had a moment with it. I don't know if I can do it again.
It doesn't hurt. If you want to do it.
Join us.
She was gonna, and then you said that.
That's not funny, Key.
I mean, I guess I can try if you want me to. I will reach out my... Does Rebellious do anything, by the way?
It does with adults.
I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well,
Well,
I don't
I assume
suppose-
this thing is fully grown, right?
I don't suppose you can heroically
I think it's
help me
very
in
much
any way,
past
can you?
being an adult.
Try. Since I.
Can I just, like, look down at you and be like, we got this, kid, right? And, like, take
Yeah.
your hand?
What are you trying to do?
She's my good luck charm here. She's
Okay.
heroically helping me.
To
I am
Stare into this thing
just
once again.
Do it again.
I am looking
him
into
the
it, but
courage
she's
to do
giving
it
me,
again.
Yeah, exactly. She's giving me the courage.
Okay. All right. This is an 8.
That is an 8.
That was exactly an 8.
Okay.
That's an 8 out of 10. Can tunnel through earth and stone.
No way.
Well, shit. Okay.
We have to go get the sister.
I don't like that there were
There are
coins
now a
just put
stack
on the
of
table.
what looks to be 10 coins.
I don't
That are not chocolate.
No,
they're
these
not-
are
I can't
solid.
eat those.
So these are effectively, we'll talk about this more on Monday, but you have been joined by a powered character. So the cards, and I'd like you to slide one of those over to
Spooky
Sarah.
is friend.
Spooky's friend. Yes. So each of you has essentially control over one of these powers. And when you use one of these powers, you will roll 2d4. That is basically its stat. And then I will set a difficulty for you. You'll roll 2d4, and then this stack of coins is effectively its power reserve. So it has this much strength remaining, and you can either burn one token for a failed roll and just let it be failed, or you can use these like your adversity tokens to increase that roll.
I see. Well, I don't know how much we can. I don't know quite how much we can draw from this thing. I mean, are we in a hurry? Should we just drive to the mines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should just, yeah.
I mean, if it's although if it's got knowledge, maybe you should try to learn something while we're on the way.
Yeah.
Find out about the sister or the sigil or something. I don't know what a. Do I know what a sigil is? I don't know.
He knows what a
I do.
sigil is.
He explains in great detail what a sigil can be. All the many, many things a sigil could be.
We're trying to let
And
her
I have books
out.
where I can give
Yes,
examples.
you do. Here's a sigil. Here's a sigil. This is also a sigil.
I mean, if we're trying to let this other sister out, like maybe we have to get rid of that sigil first. I don't know.
Yeah.
So the only two things on here that I don't know that we haven't talked about are the coal and the sigil. And then the ashen. Although I think is it
I mean, they
I
said
don't know.
I mean,
they
they always
said
described the sisters as
sister?
yeah, and I mean they also somebody said that like when they saw her in the mines, her skin was black, so maybe one of them's black and one of them's white.
somebody ashen and somebody
Like they thought it was
coal.
the same person but with different
Yeah.
skin, but it's actually two different people.
Ashen and coal.
Oh.
Huh. Maybe yeah, could be. Or maybe
Okay.
there was a lot of coal and they like got dirty. I don't know. I mean, that could
Well-
also like if they threw some dynamite there and there was a bunch of coal down there, like that'd be a really big
Also,
explosion.
I mean, they threw a pickaxe at the one. Maybe they only ever indicate one person.
Yeah, I don't think they knew there were
I
two
don't
of
think
them.
they
I don't
knew there were
think they do.
two.
I mean, it sounds like this sigil might be important though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It said some weird guy came and put it up. Like, don't even know who that was.
I will actually crack open the Verminous Mysterium, which is supposed to be a book on witch hunters,
Oh shit.
and start looking for information that way.
Does this
See
count
if
as
the sigil-
metagaming?
No, he's just that much of a conspiracy theorist.
I'll
Yeah.
allow it. Roll your brains.
Roll your brain.
roll your brains. Roll 2d12, take the better, and you're looking for an 8.
That's an 11,
Nice.
and that's an 8.
Okay, well you're just fine. Sometimes witches are brought in to stop other witches or fight other witches or to draw sigils against other witches.
And also look at the various sigils within there and see if we can find that sigil or find any sigils in the mind. Like just
Yeah,
trying to
when we
memorize
get there,
as many
we
of the
can,
sigils.
like,
Yeah.
look for something
Well,
like
and
that.
we can ask about it. Maybe we can get information. Maybe she can draw a picture after.
Actually, yeah. Can we? I will look at old Blue Eyes and say, what does the sigil around the mine look like?
That would
We'll
probably
just-
fall under her power.
Yeah, it's under.
But he hasn't figured this out yet.
Have you all stopped at
No,
this point?
I'm driving towards the mine again.
Okay, so he's not in the car with you.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yes.
So,
But we
So you
reach
reach the mine.
Okay.
Unless there are any other stops that you'd
Yeah.
like to
Oh,
make.
that's fine.
okay. Well,
Okay,
that's fine.
great. So you have reached the mine.
I do want to make sure we have plenty of gas in the car.
Tons of it.
Great.
Yep, it is.
So much gas.
She very, very rarely drives this vehicle, and there's not a whole lot of ground to cover around here. So,
All
yep. Okay, so you reach the mine, and it's waiting there for you.
2 blue lights.
Two blue eyes. Two blue eyes. Two blue eyes.
I'm gonna go ask it what the sigil is,
Okay, so
and I know I.
these are available to you.
Okay.
Please roll 2d4, and I can provide an additional. You've got a couple of d4. You want to, or you just add those two. You are looking for. You need a 4.
3.
Could use a token.
Yep, I'm gonna use a token.
Nope.
Use
Oh.
Vince tokens.
Can we use? Oh yeah.
And I'm just going to take that.
Yep, that looks like 10 total.
Okay, so you look into its eyes, and what do you say? How do you say this?
Can we have more information on what the sigil means? And
You
what it looks like?
you look into its eyes, and suddenly you are looking out of a pair of eyes, and you see people of a very ancient time period, 1800 late something. You see a bunch of miners in miners' garb, but all of them are oddly clean, and they're standing around a man that seems to be dressed like a preacher. And he's holding up a black book, and he's speaking in tongues. And he's speaking in tongues, and he's speaking in tongues, and he gets louder and almost passionate and angry, but frightened, but moving, and all the men begin to sway in this kind of strange stupor. And then you look down at his feet, and he has just a simple wooden post. And he slams the book on it. And as he raises the book, you see that a mark has been left, and smoke is issuing out of it. And your vision disappears.
That was weird.
You didn't roll high enough to be able to see,
To see
what
what
the
it
sigil
was.
was.
Okay, I will relay to everybody what I just saw.
So it's on like a post somewhere.
Yeah.
Not too far away, probably.
It looked like it was outside of the mine.
It was very near where you're standing right now.
Okay, somewhere around here. Start looking.
Looking.
Start looking.
Okay.
Looking.
All right. It doesn't take a great long time because the remaining postal structures, there aren't a whole lot. There's still some that are just left over that have been kind of politely preserved, aka not destroyed. But oh man, people have really taken carving and writing and defacing to a whole new level here, except for one post, which only has a single mark on it, and it looks real weird.
I think that's it.
Slade, you
I'll start looking through my
recognize
book.
this
It is not in that book.
I don't know it.
There anything in there about destroying sigils? Do we burn it?
Should we
I
scratch
still got
it
my
out?
torch, I think. Check my backpack. I still have my torch. The propane torch that I grabbed.
Oh,
at the store.
yes, you do.
Okay, great.
Yes, you do. It doesn't react to it.
Does not burn.
It does not burn.
Leatherman, can I scratch it out?
It feels like the wood is giving, but then when you pull the knife away, the wood is unmarked.
Okay.
Can I take my headphones off and blast some Metallica at it?
It gives you the metal sign, the horns. No, music has no effect.
I will pull out my sacred athame and start carving my own sigil over it.
Okay, there is a slightly lasting impression that is cured in a short amount of time. But yes, your personal connection with your athame does seem to do something, but it's not powerful enough to destroy this.
Okay, that's really weird. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That's really strange.
I mean, that's like that's not power. Should we have gotten that silver? Fuck. Pull out some silver spray paint.
You now have a silver-colored post.
The spray paint stayed.
The spray paint stayed.
What do you know?
You may. So I was telling you before, your grit was reduced.
Yeah.
Your grit is back to normal.
Okay, cool.
Do we even know that we need to destroy this? I mean,
it was doing something here.
Maybe instead of destroying it, we just
Can I
move it.
I was gonna say, can I pull it up out of the ground?
You can't with your strength, but you can feel that it is movable.
Movable.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it could go.
okay, can we use like that poker to help pry Earth
Absolutely.
away from it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smack on it with a bat a little bit.
Yeah. If I have to, I can hack it down with the axe.
After a few minutes of like weirdly difficult work, like you're able to remove this post from the semi-frozen ground. Yes, you have now like a 4.5 foot post that is marked and slightly silvery.
You said it could help you move great distances?
I guess it moved us before and it moved our stuff with
We
us.
could
Maybe it
also-
can move this thing too.
We can also tunnel too.
Well, tunneling will get us closer to the
I can
mine,
also
I
just
think.
throw this in the trunk and drive away with it.
Just see what happens.
Yeah?
Yeah, you all want to come or you gonna stay here? What happens if we split up? Is that thing gonna follow me or you guys?
I don't know. I
That's a
don't
good
know.
question.
Do we each get one eye? Actually, now I'm kind of curious. Like, why don't you stay here?
I'll stay here. I will keep doing research.
Okay.
You take off, get as far away as you
I'm
can.
gonna drive like 5 minutes that way and then like throw it somewhere and then 5 minutes back.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Okay. How fast are you driving?
I mean, pretty fast. I'd like to get like at least a mile or two away.
Okay. Cool. So is it just you in the car?
I guess they're coming with me. He's staying.
Okay.
I don't think any of us should be alone.
I'll stay with him.
Okay. I'm not going to eat her, I promise.
Okay.
All right. So Nikki and I are going for a drive. Woo! Going
Okay.
to make out point.
Oh yeah. So you drive. You're going probably about
Actually,
yeah.
Is there? I might know this. Is there like a river or a lake or something nearby?
There's a lake not like nearby, but it's in the radius. You could probably reach there. It's probably
I'm just
in.
thinking about like what I saw on like TV about or the movies about like witches and things, and like maybe some water, some running water or something. I don't know.
Crazy.
So as you are driving away,
Mm-hmm.
where's the post?
In the trunk,
In the trunk? Okay, cool. You're driving a few minutes out.
unless you wanted to hold it.
No. No, sir.
A few minutes out, and the car suddenly stops. Like
God
lurches
damn it.
dead stop. And you two, I'll just say for the sake of brevity that you are uninjured because you're wearing seatbelts.
Yes, we are.
Even though it's the 80s.
Even though it's
Are
the
the
80s.
lights still on? Like the engine stopped, or is like everything's out?
No, it just like halts very immediately,
Like
and there's
I can floor it and the wheels just spin in place.
well,
kind
there
of
is a
thing.
very loud kerthunk
Right,
from
yeah,
the trunk.
Right.
Where are the eyes?
Have we seen them?
No, the eyes are staying with you two.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna hop out real quick and open the trunk.
The trunk.
Like from a distance, I'm like,
Okay, you're gonna
Yeah.
yourself.
So the trunk you see has an enormous
Large
4-foot
dent.
dent,
Yeah.
as if a large post had been shoved at about 15 miles an hour.
right.
So we hit a barrier.
Well, I'm still trying to open the trunk.
Give me a brute or a brawn.
Brawn.
You need a 7.
Need a 7. Is this a planned action?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah,
then
I was
I
like,
succeed.
I feel like I want to like aid him.
That's a
in some way,
D12.
but
6
I
plus
can't do
1
that.
is 7.
There you go. All right. You think your way through it and pop it open. And there is the post inside the trunk.
Is it floating in midair? Is it lying there? Like
It's lying there
Trying to
on.
race back where it was.
It's lying there on
is it
the trunk.
glowing, or does it in any way look strange?
No, it's just a post.
I'm gonna touch it.
Still a post.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Still a post.
I'm gonna pull it towards me a little bit.
It comes to you,
Then I'm gonna push it away from me.
and you hit a very solid barrier. It refuses to move.
Okay.
Hey, Nikki.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come like get over here. I'm just gonna kind of pace out like where the edge of this.
I take your
Line
spray
is-
paint and I start marking where the barrier is.
It crosses off the road. It feels almost like a straight line. It's difficult to tell sort of like where it is. Like, yeah, there's kind of a curve to it. It's a very, very, very gentle curve.
It's
Okay.
a large
It's
radius.
a big radius. Okay. That was good. We did science. That's good.
So it's like anchored to that spot or something.
Yeah. I think we need to figure out how to destroy this. Or maybe find that sister. I don't know. The eyes didn't follow us. They're still over there.
I don't know that I've got anything else that's gonna destroy it. I've got my bat. I got my 40. I got my music.
I'm gonna pull the cast iron pan out. Set it on the ground and try to smash it because he said iron would do something.
This thing feels like stone. Like, it's almost like a
So
fossilized.
it reverberate back into my arms. and
Yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah.
"Ow."
Your teeth are ringing.
Don't tell him we tried that.
Well, I mean, do we leave it? I mean, it feels like as long as it's in this radius, it's probably doing whatever it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we should just take it back
Just go
and
back.
reconvene. Yeah,
Okay.
let's go back to them.
I mean, the thing didn't follow us either, so we can't even like ask it to
Yeah.
try and move it.
No.
I guess we'll drive back.
Back to you two.
All right.
All right, so you've been researching?
Researching.
Yes.
Yes.
You're learning all sorts of cool stuff that have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, unless there is a particular thing that you were trying to figure out that might be relevant.
I would be looking to see if there's anything in there for destroying sigils.
Through magical means.
Through mundane means.
Oh, no, the sigils may be destroyed through magical means.
Ah.
Yes. Normal trickery will do nothing.
Got it. Okay. You know any magic?
I thought you were the magic one.
I'm still kind of figuring it out.
Should I talk to it again? See if it knows what we should do?
See if it knows what magic will destroy the sigil.
But I don't even know if we should destroy it. Is it keeping her in? What is it doing?
I think that it was probably erected to, probably keep something in. Wait, actually, I'm gonna go up to it and say, you can sense flesh and bone, right? How far can you sense?
It's not words, but it is a sense of expansiveness. It's like breathing deep and being filled with even more breath than you thought you could contain. Get the sense of a very wide distance.
I'm gonna see if I can sense anything other than the 5 people that I know about.
Okay. I am going to take another one of these. You don't even need to roll, but you can sense hundreds of things around you. You can sense animals. You can sense...
Well, shit.
Well, it's really just animals. Because it's animals and you.
That still kind of helps, because...
I mean, you can't really tell what these
okay.
things are, but you're like, oh, those are flying. Oh, those are bouncing around the ground. Some things are sleeping.
Nope, too much information.
Do we get back?
Yep.
So,
There's
still
like
got
a
the post.
wall.
It wouldn't leave. I don't know exactly how. Actually, I probably would try to keep track of like the distance, like on the odometer on the way back, see if I can tell how far we went.
It's about a half mile.
Yeah, like half a mile. It just like it's like hitting a wall with the post, dented the trunk.
So the only way we can destroy the sigil is with magic.
And do you know that magic? That book? No.
Well, I mean, it reacted to my athame.
It didn't like. Yeah.
So there's something there.
Does it need like blood? Does it need like
Um,
holy water?
You know what? I don't know.
Oh no.
I will try and cut my hand and then carve on the... because I'm an idiot. Only seen 80s movies where they do these.
exactly.
So the markings with this bloodied athame last a little longer even, but still are rejected and no change.
I think I need more blood.
I don't know.
No. Funny. Wait.
It's a little funny.
No, I mean, just like a little bit from all 4 of us.
Do you still have the books?
I threw the one at that, and I point vaguely at the eyes without looking.
What are you thinking?
Well, in the vision, he put the book on the thing. So I'm wondering if we put the book on the thing, it'll
Oh, if
take
we
it.
if we like hit it with a book,
Like
Wait.
that one though, the one that,
it was like you said it was a black book,
yeah. Oh, those,
like a Bible, or like some other black book.
You didn't see any printing
any
on the black.
printing.
So,
But it was thick, like it wasn't like the pamphlet things.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try something else stupid.
Sure.
Since I'm still bleeding, I'm going to take one of my cultist books and smear a sigil onto that book,
Awesome.
and then smack that down on the sigil.
As you do so,
Oh God!
No.
No.
nothing happens.
Yeah.
My
I tried.
blood pressure, Kai. My
I love you, Sarah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the other thing we can do, I can hold on to this thing and try to move a great distance with that in my
try to get
hand.
it to take it away,
Yeah.
or
I mean,
do we? I mean, if the sister might be in the mine, should we just go in?
So I tried sensing flesh and bone, and I found out where every animal around here is, but I can't tell beyond.
you didn't feel anything like maybe way deep down in there.
It was very difficult to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was way too much going on.
Every animal, all at once. I have no idea.
I feel like we're probably not going to be able to fix this as long as this sigil's right here, though.
Can we take it in with us? Do we try and get it to take it away?
I think we should try to get it to take it away. What do you think?
Yeah, let's try that first. Because if it
I'm gonna-
doesn't work, then we can still take it in
We
with
can
us.
still go in.
I'm gonna hold on to this like previously when I was like everything I was carrying before came with me. So I'm gonna hold on to this and try to go like a mile away down the road. One of you come and get me in the car, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up the stake with the sigil and look at it and go, can you take me in this thing a mile down that road?
It reaches out its arms, and its arms unravel and envelop you.
Still weird.
That's so cool.
And it shrinks around him to become this probably like a 5-foot sphere ? And just drops into the ground. And you pop up in the middle of the forest, and you see the road just off that side.
Is the stake still in my hands?
The stake is still in your hands. And you see where the car had come to a stop. And you see where the spray paint had been used on the
Right
ground.
on the edge of it.
Yep.
Well, I swear a bunch and march my ass back to the road.
I assume that I don't really know how to drive. And look at you, being older. I mean, I could probably figure it out, but you've
I'll
driven.
drive. Yeah.
We go pick him up.
Roll a d12 for me.
I don't like that.
3.
3. Okay, cool. Nothing, you're fine.
Okay.
I don't like that. And
I roll a d12?
we go pick him up.
As you're standing there, kind of like just pacing in the cold, you're looking at the sigil, and the spray paint that you've used is now gone where the sigil is. Like it has been removed, and you're looking at it very closely, and it's very gently glowing blue.
Can I put it closer to the big guy?
It increases in intensity.
I just look up at him. I know he's not going to answer, but I'm going to just be like, this thing related to you somehow?
He grabs it and holds it up to his eyes, and you see just full blazing fury. The blue of the sigil is erupting. And it's just holding that intensity. And he's just looking at it.
I'm just going to let him hang on to that for a minute.
We were on our way to go pick him up.
So you arrive and you see James standing in the road just staring at the big guy. And he is staring at this post in his hand. And he is fully illuminated by this glowing blue sigil.
What is going on?
Yeah, so we didn't get a mile down the road. Stopped
Obviously.
right at the barrier. But seems like this guy and that thing have some kind of connection. I don't know. Got any thoughts? Maybe just try to stab it again? I don't know.
Sure. And I will open up the Necronomicon until I find
I thought you were going to say open up something else. Like, I'm going to open up my viscera.
Oh, no. And look for just some random spell within it. And I will start chanting it and stab into the wood and start carving my own sigil while it's glowing.
So you raise your arm to do this, and it stops you. Like it reaches out and blocks your blade. And it holds the post away.
It's a
Sorry?
It relaxes.
You just gonna hang on to that, buddy?
It looks to the three of you.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I reach out my hand again and see if he gives it back.
He does.
Okay, that's weird. Any thoughts? Anybody? No? No? Okay.
Running water?
All right.
I guess we'll take a couple more minutes just to try
All of
one
you
last
roll
thing.
brains. You need a 7.
11.
13.
All right.
5, 6, 7.
This magical item is being held by a magical creature.
Can you just tell him to break it?
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Here.
Grabs it.
Can you just like snap it or like smash it?
Destroy the sigil?
I'm gonna take one of these. And all of the tendrils in its hand sort of reach up and dive into it. And you hear this strange hissing and a humming. And then suddenly ash erupts from its hand. And the sigil and the post are completely obliterated.
That was
I
so metal.
look at the mine. Has anything changed? Because we're not right by it. We're up the road, but I assume it's still in view.
Nothing has changed.
Everybody back in the car.
Okay. I hate that word.
Spelunk, spelunk,
No,
spelunk,
stop it. No.
spelunk.
Nope.
Worse
Viscerally hate that.
Moist.
Yes.
Okay.
Deeply hate that word. Deeply hate that word.
Well, yeah, back to the mine.
So we're gonna go caving
Yes.
in a wet mine.
Nobody said it was wet. It's just a mine.
Well, it may be damp.
At least near the entrance.
Yes. You reach the entrance of the mine. Giant blue-eyed thing in tow. The shape walks up to you, looks you directly in the eye, James. And what does your card say again?
Can travel great distances. With
Let me do all that again. I thought they had a different card.
Nope.
The creature walks up to you, looks you directly in the eyes, and you feel again.
I'll try and sense again.
Anything you want to do differently?
I want to see if I can sense in the mine if there's any flesh and bone just focused within the mine itself.
Okay. With this very specific way that you're approaching it, you turn your body towards the mine. The way that it happened before, you were just kind of like aware, just like ping, 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 ping. All of these things that just flooded your brain. But you're like, okay, wait, I'm going to cut through this. And you turn to face the mine, and the three of you see this. And the creature moves up behind him and begins to envelop his body and almost turns into a shell with its two giant eyes in front of where his eyes would be.
Oh my god.
Pretty weird.
So you don't feel you feel like a tingling, like a pinpricks, like a hug that's not comfortable at all. But then you see with absolute clarity, like there's this hovering noise of ping, 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 all this bits of flesh and bone, and then like under the earth, down inside of it, you see this blue pale speck from the great distance that you're standing.
That way, in the mine.
Well,
We might argue.
we can make it tunnel.
Yep.
We should probably do that.
Take one of these for that.
And we're gonna ask it to tunnel us into it.
Okay. Each of you roll a d4. You are trying to total 5. I'm sorry, these both Slade and Nikki, since you have fine flesh and bone and you have that, you can get a total of 5.
Tiffany's so heroic.
She is so
3.
heroic.
Yeah!
Nice! Excellent. Okay, so you only take one of these as opposed to whatever it would take to cover that difference. So together, you simply follow this walking shape with Slade inside of it into the
Pretty
mine.
metal.
You're just like,
Pretty fucking metal.
and it's just this thoom, thoom, thoom. And it takes probably about 40 minutes of just walking into this pathway. And then suddenly,
Time is soup in the void.
How many repetitions of Stairway to Heaven is that?
It's like 3.
Should we look at the track time and find this out?
and every now and then, instead of turning a corner to follow the path of the mine tunnel, it simply walks into a wall. And like a line of tendrils sticks out from in front of it and just creates this walking tunnel as the three of you follow behind it. And it is the weirdest, most bizarre feeling of, oh, here I am standing in a thing that was just made by a creature that my friend is wearing. And like these sane thoughts cross through your mind of like, oh, let me just draw the dots here, and then your entire mind just rejects it. It is a bizarre sensation.
This definitely isn't real.
Really, we're dead, and this is just
Definitely not real. Definitely not
Totally
real.
real.
Totally real.
And weirdly enough, like you don't notice the fact, like there's a little voice in the back of your head that's like, where's the big guy? Where are the blue eyes? Well, here I am. I'm still going through it. And after a great period of time, you stop in the middle of one of these ad hoc tunnels, and this line of forward-facing tendrils dives forward and over and down and pushes this mass of earth out to either side, creating this empty space. And you suddenly fall backwards, staggering a bit, and you see the creature in front of you. You're like, oh, there he is. Okay, cool, neat. This pile of black bones.
Ooh.
And you're standing in the middle of this earthen void with just there, and the flatness of earth is this pile of bones.
I say we grab them, bring them to Giselle. Maybe she can do something with them.
Should we try to find out what happened? Should we
I
ask it?
I
Do
think
you
that
want me to ask?
can't hurt, but
Yeah.
I think it's kind of obvious what happened, but can't hurt to
It was
ask.
just blown up, but I guess it just flesh sensed flesh, or flesh sensed bone, not flesh.
I mean, knowledge of the past and present, I mean, just sort of ask it to show you what happened.
I don't know. It's up to you whether you want to ask.
Might be good to know.
I'm gonna look at it and ask, what happened here, and is it fixable?
Those are two separate questions. And you feel that response. It's like holding two things at once and not being able to.
Okay. Then what exactly happened here?
Cool. Roll 2d4. Do you need a 4?
1.
Oh, nice.
4.
Fantastic. So you're peering into its eyes, and you're not quite sinking in. And you take a big deep breath. You're like, no, okay. Tell me what happened here. No. Remember what happened here. And you sink into its vision. And suddenly you are inside a crowd of people running through the forest. And you see one man in front of the pack. And it's in the distance, you see this white shape weaving back and forth between the trees. And you realize that you're approaching the mine from a different direction. And the shape moves into the mine, and everything is kind of muffled. And you see the shape turn and reach out and start crying out something. And then the man in front of you takes a pickaxe and hurls it at this creature. And you see it impact here. And right on the head where old Giselle's scar is. She stumbles back, runs into the mine, and then you realize that your own hand is reaching out to grab the man that threw the pickaxe, and you turn him around. And you see the face of Tobias Carter, and you know that. You know it's Tobias, like instinctually. And you speak in angry words to this man, but you can't understand what they are. And he punches you in the face. And as you fall, you see dynamite being carried in. Somebody picks you up off the ground. And you stand there dazed. Minutes and minutes pass in a flash until you see men coming out and you see a burst of a cloud of smoke rolling out behind them. And your vision fades.
And she's crying.
You okay?
I immediately try and go, like, offer comfort.
And I will tearfully relay what I just saw.
But, like, you were somebody else in the crowd? That's weird. Like, you didn't see what happened, like, here. Why did it show you that?
I don't know. I think maybe I was her.
But if you were her, then whose
bones are these?
bones are these?
Or I was somebody who was trying to save her, or...
Maybe you were the other Carter.
Oh,
Andy?
Andrew?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes. Like that realization just opens up your entire mind.
Okay.
Like, yes.
That's it. I was him. I was Andrew.
Okay.
I think...
At you speaking the name Andrew, the creature reaches out to you, grabs you, lifts you up, and just stares into your eyes. I am Andrew. I am Andrew. I am Andrew. And she starts saying this over and over and over.
You're Andrew.
That's Andrew?
That's Andrew.
That's Andrew.
Maybe you should ask Andrew about his own history.
Well, we've got that book. And that's why it summoned him when we opened it.
I threw the book at you.
Seems like it's still here. It's not. But I mean, how is this thing Andrew? Like, how does that happen? And are these Andrew's bones, or is this the sister's bones?
If you were seeing through Andrew's eyes, then this probably is her. He was clearly trying to stop this.
Maybe he was in love with her?
Or at least seemed like he was trying to stop it. It was
maybe it was was the Witch sisters, were they Carters? I don't know.
You could ask this thing again. I think we gotta find out.
What exactly should I ask?
You could ask it to tell you its history, or
Can you
about the other sister.
Ask it how it became...
How did you, Andrew, become what you are now?
Roll 2d4. You need a 4.
Nice.
Okay.
6.
Hell yeah.
Finally starting to roll.
So by my count, you have, or Andrew has 3 left.
4 on the
Four
table.
on the table.
Oh, hey, cool. I miscounted. Lucky you. I gave you 11 instead of 10, but at this point, all is beautiful. So you ask this question staring into the eyes, and you are immediately brought in. Like, there's no resistance. There's a sense of of gratitude, of excitement, of joy. And you see Andrew walking through the woods, and clearly time has passed. You can sense, like, you had a beard before, and now you can feel it further down your chest. You can feel the hair touching your shoulders where before it was very close to your scalp. Much time has passed, and you see him holding a walking stick, walking through the forest, just searching for something and calling out. And then suddenly in front of you is an ashen white woman in handmade leathers, it seems. And you see them interact and discuss, and you see him, you feel the grief that he feels in that moment. And much time passes further, and he is an old man. And you have the memory of the mine has been closed. You have the memory of people disappearing and some people dying and strange things happening. But at the moment of your death, you feel your eyes harden and grow and become blue. And you feel the earth become your body. And then you approach this ashen white witch who has been waiting for you this entire time. And you offer her your help. And that's when the memory stops.
Okay. I will relay that.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a thing that happened. So what do we do with these bones? I guess these are the sisters then.
Yeah.
Do we take them back to Giselle, or do we give them a proper burial?
I think we should take them back to Hurley. Maybe.
And then maybe she can tell us what she wants done with them.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I guess kind of carefully, respectfully scoop them up.
You do?
Walk back out of the mines. Unless we want to burn more of its power.
I don't know how much we're going to need.
Yeah, I would
so.
say let's just walk back out of the mines, get in the car, drive back. It's the slow way, but
Yeah.
You've got the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is time anymore?
A soup.
It is a quiet ride back. And
Blue eyes.
blue eyes. Two blue eyes. Two blue eyes.
But see, the real question is, what's behind the blue eyes?
yeah, I
All right. Get out. Give me all of your adversity tokens you've lost.
Joke's on you, there's none left.
You reach the house, and Andrew is standing just outside the front door.
Cool. You can go wake Miss Giselle up.
Okay, Bones?
Yep.
Are we bringing him in?
Lay them out on the table.
Respectfully.
Oh, yeah. Respectfully.
All right, cool. Yeah, it is weird. Slade, you're familiar with, bone structure and like the idea of this sacrificial, and still there's just like this turning in your stomach. Or you're like, oh, I never thought this would actually happen. Okay. And there's a weird thrill, but also just this sickness, and the three of you are just numb.
I am going to wake her ass up.
Okay, so while you three are arranging an ancient corpse, you head on upstairs.
I am going to go wake her up.
Okay. She is snoring real loud.
I am going to start by trying to be polite, and then if that doesn't do it, I'm going to kick the side of her bed. Because I've had a night.
And we're done.
The bed kick wakes her up. What? Oh.
So, we had a chat with Andrew.
What?
Andrew, your friend out there. His name's Andrew. You know that.
What?
You should come downstairs with us.
The hell? I don't. Are you still drunk? Am I still fine? Come here. Give me your hand.
I help her downstairs.
She follows.
You should be prepared for what's on your kitchen table, because we found some shit.
Yeah, fine.
Just, be mindful. We were respectful. We're trying to be respectful.
Right. Fine.
And I'm
Whatever.
gonna lead her into the fucking dining room.
She stops at the threshold and sees the three of you just standing there next to a pile of bones.
We had a nice long chat with Andrew, and we might have found your sister.
Who the hell is Andrew? What the hell is what? I don't understand.
You had a sister, right? You said
Yes.
your sister. She's in the picture by your door.
Yes.
She was trapped down in the mines, died in the mines, right?
Yes.
And that out there, and I point to the blue eyes, is Andrew.
Andrew Carter.
What?
That's Andrew Carter.
What? How?
We've had a busy night. It was pretty metal actually, but yeah, we got rid of that sigil that was by the mines, and then we went down there and we found these and thought maybe you'd want your sister back for a proper burial or something.
She approaches the table and just reaches her hands out like wanting to touch the bones, but not being quite able to. Take these, put them on the floor by the fire. And she goes and
I'll do that.
heads over to the fireplace and just snaps her fingers. Side note, you see the charred remains of a bunt cake in the fireplace.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, moving bones.
All right. She grabs you by the shoulder. Andrew, what do you mean?
Andrew
So
Carter.
Andrew Carter?
Yes.
Yeah. Know him?
Yes.
Yeah. Knew him back in the day.
Yes.
You were alive back then.
I know that.
That out there, and I point at Blue Eyes outside, that is Andrew.
She
He was just really distraught when your sister was trapped, and really upset when
Tried to stop the mob.
tried to stop the mob from coming after you, and he was really upset, and she just starts rambling about the whole
just relaying the
We're
as 12-year-olds
As
do.
12
Yeah.
years old. And he came to you to help, and he's been with you ever since.
And she dazedly walks to the front door and opens it, and Andrew is standing there. And
Who's the cat?
Oh, hi.
oh, hey! And we are joined with Binks at the table.
Appropriate.
Welcome. Hello, witch cat. Oh, bloody.
He doesn't have blue eyes though.
Nah. No. He's even better because he's real. Oh, he's such a sweet pea.
Don't make me edit this out, guy.
All right. Old Giselle goes to the door, opens the door, and just looks at this creature, two giant blue eyes that approach the threshold of the door and stay there. And she reaches out and just puts a hand on on the roots that make up this creature's shape. And says, almost under her breath, I never knew. I'm so sorry. I never knew. And she turns to you and says, I never knew. How later? We have time later. And she walks to the fireplace where you've finished bringing the bones out. She says, stand back. Just stand back. Give us some time.
I'm gonna stand back.
Yeah, I'm going to stand back.
And as you watch, as the fire just gently bubbles, sure. As the fire gently crackles, thank you very much. As the fire gently crackles, the bones that you've loosely laid out slowly start to move towards each other and reassemble themselves. And almost pouring out of the tiny specks, the spaces in the bones, sinews, muscles, skin.
Yikes.
I'm going to give like a look in Andrew's direction and just see if I can get some semblance of whether this was a bad idea or not.
So you look towards the door, expecting Andrew to be outside, and Andrew's eyes are right next to you. He is encompassing the space behind your body, looking at this as well. It is so awkwardly massive in this tiny house, almost like pouring out of the door, this huge shape.
Okay.
And the body continues to regenerate itself. It takes a long time. It takes like
So this is awkward.
is 10 like weird long minutes, and all of you are just absolutely transfixed. Slade, like, you start to lose a bit of the edge that you thought that you had, because this is suddenly very real and very different than you expected. But it's almost like the images that you have of gargantuan creatures and bizarre like blood magics, all of that, it seems like that's too much. This is very simple and very quiet and very calm and very real. And at some point during this retransformation or regeneration, it starts to look like a human being. And Giselle grabs an old like blanket and just places it gently over there. And she says, well, you can sit down. She's, I don't know how this works. This is different, but
You don't know how a lot works, do you?
look, it's fucking magic, kid.
Didn't know that was old Andy over there. Didn't know where your sister was. Didn't know how to... How did we do more than you've done in 100 years?
I was busy making a lot of snow globes that whole time. Doesn't happen quick, you know. All right.
I'm irritated. Yep.
I've reconsidered a few things. In the morning, when she can talk, we'll have a lot to talk about. But I might be wrong about some people. Not the Carters, though. Fuck them. Most of
Todd.
What about Andy over here?
He gets a pass. All right. You all get something to eat, get some rest, do whatever kids do.
Not sure you want us to do that tonight.
Things have really changed.
Yeah, we kind of like unraveled all your shit overnight. Well, you slept, and we did all of this.
Let's
Gazed into monsters' eyes.
not, let's
Sorry,
not
Andy.
change her mind
Nikki.
again.
Nikki says.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be the irrational one. You're supposed to be the logical one.
Well, apparently everything's just all kinds of topsy-turvy.
Take a deep
I
breath.
sit down.
Take a deep breath.
You know,
She's had a rough night.
the schnapps is still upstairs if you want to.
I march upstairs to go get the bottle.
All right. When she wakes up, we can talk. And I think that we can resolve a few things, like maybe how to not live in a snow globe for the next 100 years.
That'd be awesome.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. I didn't think that people could be good little children like you are. So, thank you for proving me wrong. But I've still got a lot to teach these.
Carters.
Yes, them, specifically. And your folks, too, just don't forget what your last name is, sir.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But let's just say that we're on a road somewhere good. So why don't you find a comfy spot, lay your head down. It sounds like you're a bit tired yourselves. And in the morning I'll make you some coffee. And I might put a little something in it for you. Don't worry, it's good magic. It's really good magic.
I come down to that and I go, nope. And I sit down with the bottle and I chug about half of it and pass the fuck out.
She knows what she's doing.
I'm gonna
Wait
sit
till
by
Mom
the.
hears about this.
I'm gonna sit by the fire for a little while, and just think.
Watching as this strange, bizarre scenario unfolds before you. And you're watching as, and Tiffany and Slade, what's happening with you two?
Sit relatively respectfully near the fire. Mm-hmm. Mug of cocoa, one of the books that I pilfered, just reading.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany is probably sitting next to her sister, kind of getting worried at this point because she's never seen her explode like this before, and it's a little worrying.
She's the good kid that snapped.
Yes. So, oh my god.
It's gonna be okay, kid.
So she's just sitting there with her mug of cocoa, kind of watching her.
When Tiffany's not looking, I'll pour a little bit of the whiskey into her. Help her sleep.
She's a child.
Just a little bit. To help her sleep. She's had a rough day too.
I'm out cold.
Yep, she's gone.
All of you at some point realize that it's morning. It happened in a flash. You don't even remember being tired enough to fall asleep, and then pop. It's bright out. It's a little too bright out, Tiffany. Or it's Nikki. It's a little too bright out for you.
Why? Ow. Why? Ow. Ow.
Hold that thought.
Ow.
I'll go get her a glass of water and a little bit of schnapps. Here, the dog.
I drink all of it and then I go, what? Why?
You hear creaking footsteps coming down the stairs. And
It's the body on the floor.
no, there is no body on the floor. But two women come down the stairs, both identical,
Where's Andrew?
except for the shade of their skin. Behind them, in sort of the foyer, study-ish area, you see just a giant mass and two faded pale blue eyes, tired-looking blue eyes. It looks like he's become the shape of the room over there.
Melted.
Yep. And two women wrapped in blankets, dressed in old granny clothing, come downstairs, arms around a shoulder, arm around a waist. And then they walk into the kitchen and sort of stepping by each of you, making eye contact with each of you, and begin cooking breakfast. And you smell coffee and something else. But it's a good smell.
Is it the smell of evil?
It's the smell of really tasty magic coffee. And that is where we'll end our adventure.
Yay.
Thank you all for that.
Well told.
That was
That was
awesome.
that was a
That was
strange
fun.
and interesting story.
Oh yeah, what did I call this one? I gotta remember. I'm too tired to remember. Oh, that's right. Yes, the title of this module is Christmas, Best Served Cold. Thank you all for playing. And if you haven't already checked out the Talking Heads episode where we talk about the system itself, this was just a way for us to all explore how the system works in a real setting, which is the whole point. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so already. Tell us what you think about this adventure, about this system in the comments below. And if you've played this system, tell us what you think about it. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you all for playing. Hello, Binks. Aw, shoulder cat. Oh, that's so cute.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.